Alright everyone, this is the VG Pierce, and I'll be coming at you with the Arkham Horror Living Card Game, and we're going to be playing Circle Undone, and this is our 4th campaign, but we're going to have a different player for us. But first of all, let's go ahead and just introduce the old and tried and true people. Hardware, aka
Hello.
Troy, and I am VG Pierce here, and then of course Minigon,
Yo.
and then our new player Mariah.
Yeah, hey guys.
Okay.
I go by Rye, but my username is my real name because I don't know how Steam works.
Whoops. So pretend you don't see Mariah here and just put Rye. Yes.
Yeah. RYE.
Okay, well, so Circle Undone, the first episode, we are going to be not playing our investigators that we had so painstakingly had created for ourselves. We are going to be playing the household guess or...
Oh, we're doing the prologue, which is Disappearance at the Twilight Estate.
Ah, yes!
So,
Disappearance at Twilight Estate, first episode. And in the beginning, we are not probably going to die. We are definitely going to die. Is that right, Roy?
that is, yes, we are even more boned than normal.
Hey, well, you know, starting off boned is not too bad, right?
Get it out of the way.
Hey, you know, hey, does that mean we get to play it on, you know, expert mode or something?
No, because we have to play the entire campaign like that.
Oh,
And screw that noise.
so we've been doing it on easy mode, mainly because we
Suck.
suck hard, but mainly also because, you know, we got a new player and
Yeah, we're gonna blame her.
yeah.
Blame me. I've never played this before, so.
Or tabletop for that matter.
Or tabletop. Like I said, I don't know how Steam works.
You know, press a bunch of buttons, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Alright.
By the time we're done with this campaign, you'll be a pro.
Alright, so we all start off with our characters. So here T is playing Jerome Davids. Or Davids.
Davis, you know, I am the secretary, you know.
Joseph
That's how it works.
Secretary. Oh, nice.
Yep.
Okay, and I am playing Penny White, the housekeeper, Joseph's housekeeper. And here we have Valentino Ribas, the wealthy philanthropist.
Yep.
All right, and not Batman, but more like Bruce Wayne. And Raya is playing Gabriela Misra, the private security. The Wharf of our scenario.
So Penny White, right? So it was Mrs. White. It was Mrs. White
In
in
the
the
kitchen?
Opry Hall.
No. Okay, yes, right, well, so we are going to start this puppy up. Okay, go ahead, Roy.
Alright, so, scenario 0, Disappearance at the Twilight Estate. Sunday, November 22nd, 1925, Arkham, Massachusetts. Well, surprise there. Through All Hallows Eve is nearly a month past, though All Hallows Eve is nearly a month past, a grim melancholy lingers throughout the town. Each morning a thick fog permeates the streets. Nights are beginning to grow longer, and if you ask around town, you'll hear people swear that it's getting darker too. But despite the gloomy mood, progress continues in the sleepy town of Arkham. The election of Nathaniel Rhodes to the United States Senate has upstanding members of the community feeling optimistic about the town's future. And tonight, at his well-appointed estate in French Hill, a man named Joseph Meager hosts the Silver Twilight Lodge's Charity Gala, an annual members-only event that will turn deadly for several attendees. So at this point, we all choose our characters, gone through that, with their pre-constructed decks. So we all have like a hand that was basically, here's your cards.
Yep.
And for this scenario, that's all we get. We don't have a deck. We just have our hands. Once we play any of our cards, they are removed from the game.
Yep, and we all start off with 2 resources each.
Nope.
No? Oh.
Nope.
I start off with 2 resources.
You start off with 2. Jerome starts off with 3. I start off with 10. And Gabriella starts off with 2, I believe. Nope, 1.
1? Oh.
Yep.
Ouch. Okay.
And yeah.
So we all have different kind of starting bits.
Yep. And we start off with certain things in play depending on our character.
So I guess Jerome doesn't start with anything, but I get to start off with knives and flashlights because
Are you sure it wasn't Mrs. White?
In the conservatory.
I don't think
Let's see.
so.
I start off well connected because, of course I do.
Oh yeah.
And Gabriella being security, physical training, and a 45 automatic.
Oh, cool. All right, great. Okay, Worf.
right.
Don't let anything beat you, because
Then we'll know we're in real trouble.
we'll know we're in real trouble.
All right, so the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, Joseph Meager announces, raising a glass of champagne and a toast. A hush descends on the room until only the crackle of the fireplace and whispers of gossip can be heard. Allow me to welcome you all into my home for this year's charity gala. We have some very upstanding citizens here tonight, and I thank all of you for your hard work and generosity. Cheers and murmurs of agreement fill the room. Many of the guests raise their glasses to Valentino, one of the most esteemed members of the lodge this year, who sits at the guest of honor table, which is nearest to the fireplace. Joseph's assistant, Jerome, blends into the wall behind Joseph, discreetly checking his pocket watch. In another corner of the room, the head housekeeper, Penny, walks from table to table, filling empty glasses and collecting dirty salad plates. Each of you has done great deeds in the name of the Silver Twilight Lodge and our historic city, Joseph continues. Next year, we will continue to shoulder this burden and do what must be done for the sake of progress. Jerome steps forward quietly, interrupting Joseph's speech with the unassuming confidence that comes from years of trusted service. He taps Joseph lightly on his shoulder and shows him the time. I'm afraid I am already out of time. Thank you all very much for attending. Joseph concludes, bowing. Polite applause rises from the audience, and Joseph walks briskly towards the parlor, followed closely by his assistant. Two servants collect coats as latecomers trickle into the manor, and Gabriella, Joseph's head of security, watches over the entrance with hard eyes and a clenched jaw. Has Mr. Sanford arrived? Joseph asks curtly, tapping his polished leather shoe on the floor. I'm afraid not, Jerome replies, flipping through the last pages of the estate's guest book. But he should be here any moment, Mr. Meager. Good. I want there to be no problems whatsoever when he arrives. Am I understood? Joseph calls out to Gabriella. Make sure he is well protected. Gabriella nods, patting the handle of her 45 in her shoulder holster. Joseph turns his attention back to his assistant. And have Penny make sure the main course is kept good and hot while we wait for Mr. Sanford's arrival. Not a single slice is to be served without his presence. Not even for Mr. Rivas, sir? Jerome asks, glancing at Joseph over the rim of his thick glasses. Joseph pauses for a moment, considering. Pour Mr. Rivas another glass of champagne, and I am sure he will not complain. Also, I'm still waiting on those accounts I asked you about earlier today. Don't forget, Joseph says, clasping his assistant on the shoulder before walking back into the banquet hall. Jerome nods obediently and heads upstairs. Soon after, the dark mist would appear, and nothing would be the same. Let's see. One at a time, each player must proceed into the intro for their chosen character and read that section aloud. Do not read any intro for a character that's not chosen by a player.
So, well, Rye, I mean, you could read it if you want to read it, but if you don't feel like, if you're not really up to it, then
I can read it.
Okay, I mean, go ahead.
If I could read. No, I can read it.
English? Why is it all in English?
All right.
Well, go ahead.
Language is my one weakness.
Gabriella intro. You stand guard as instructed, waiting for Mr. Sanford to appear. By now, the remaining guests have filed into the banquet hall, and you can hear the sounds of merriment and drinking coming from beyond the wooden door behind you. You pay them no mind, remaining vigilant. Years of fighting and discipline have taught you to be ready for anything, even at a harmless banquet like this. Just as you begin to ponder whether your talents are being wasted under Mr. Meager's employ, a dark mist invades the parlor through the front door and the window frames, flooding the room. At first, you believe it to be only the evening fog seeping through the manor's entryway, until you begin to notice that everything the mist touches seems to have decayed as though aged hundreds of years. You step back cautiously, keeping a hand on the grip of your weapon just in case. Never in all your years have you seen something like this. An unnatural chill spreads throughout the room, and shivers run up your spine. As the ashen mist finishes pouring in, it coalesces into a singular form, a humanoid figure wrapped in shadows. It raises its hand and points at you with a charred blackened finger. You unholster your firearm and point it at the creature, allowing your training to take over. Don't come any closer, you shout. The thing watching you from the entrance is unfazed. Its ethereal form begins to glide toward you, dark mist crawling over the carpet in its wake. I warned you, you growl. A thunderous shot echoes through the parlor as you squeeze the trigger. The bullet rips a hole in the figure's head like a rush of air billowing through a column of smoke. The mist stitches itself together, and the thing continues to drift your way, reaching out menacingly. Nothing could have prepared you for combat with such an unnatural enemy. Faced with no other option, you turn and flee up the staircase nearby, pausing to squeeze off several more shots at the top. The bullets that make their target simply pass harmlessly through the ghostly figure, striking the door behind it. A few stray shots shatter a column of the staircase's wooden balustrade. Man, I'm an idiot.
You're doing what you've done for years, okay? Shoot
Yep.
bad guys.
Shoot
Trained
back.
by your training.
Shoot
Anyway.
gun, ask questions later.
Yeah, ask the corpse later.
All right, go ahead, Troy, or
Jerome.
do you want to?
I carefully flip through the pages of Mr. Meager's ledger, looking to the accounts he inquired about. I've served Mr. Meager faithfully for a decade, and trust me with sensitive information like this, a point of pride for myself. While you're often curious about his business employers, you've never pried into his personal matters. Not until tonight. Thank you. You adjust your glasses and lean forward as you turn the page regarding Mr. Meager's request. Some of the names of the list you recognize. Rivius, Glistener, Fairmount, Rhodes, Wick. But many of them... Sorry, getting an echo. But many of the names you've never heard before, let alone seen affiliate with Mr. Meager. His work. Guistia, Konstantinova, Margot. Some other names that I can't even read. How?
You're the secretary. How could you not read any of these things?
Just how did does Mr. Meager's connections go? As strange as it means, seeing the list of names on the page afterward rise to your hackles. While it was clear that the names on the previous page were the associates of Mr. Meager, or at least the more prominent members of the lodge, you can only assume that the next series of names are people of your employing is targeting. But you can't say for what you can't say. You stand next to Yosef's desk and record the list of names in your pocket journal carefully, making sure to keep these names in the exact order that they appear in Mr. Meager's ledger. You hope that your suspicion is nothing more than just some absurd imagination of an overworked secretary. Still, something about this has you concerned. That, and a sudden draft of frigid air, has someone wafted into your room. You gaze naturally dressed towards the window. At some point, you scream in shock and lose your balance, stumbling backwards onto Mr. Meager's desk. Pressed against the office window is a host of screaming faces emerging from the mist, perhaps composed of it. Their ghostly hands press towards the glass, and their eyes hollow and empty. Your reading glasses clatter amongst the ground and shatter under your heel as you quickly scamble to the other side of the office. You don't realize you just dropped your pocket journal until it was too late. My glasses! I can't see without my glasses.
More reading, less drama. No, very good, very good, very good. Penny intro. You sigh as the cool New England air embraces you. It has been a very stressful night. Stressful enough that you've decided to sneak away from your clamor to grab a quick smoke before heading back to work. You rest your arms along the metal railing of the balcony, your fingers trembling as they hold your cigarette. Zurich, Gramble, rooftops, and Victorian manors of French Hill spawn the view below you, the unlit windows hiding countless secrets. You can't remember a night which your employer was as concerned with every little detail as he is tonight. He's normally so calm, so collected. There's something special about tonight that has him on edge. Is it Mr. Sanford? A shudder crawls through you. For some reason, something about that man gives you the creeps. But Joseph has interacted with Mr. Sanford many times before, so that cannot be the reason. What could it be that has Mr. Meager so worried? You are torn from your thoughts by the gathering of gray clouds overhead, swiftly blotting out the night sky. As the clouds grow ever closer, you begin to see shapes emerging from the vapor. You squint and lean over the railing for a better view. That is when you notice the true forms of shape in the mist. Their screaming faces, their clawing hands, all writhing in torment and coming straight for you. You cry out in terror and back up against the wall as the mist envelops the building. A spectral shape emerges from the haze beyond the railing, dressed in blood-stained rags. It begs for rest in croaking, gasping voice. Your only hope for escape is to retreat back into the manor and call for help.
Fun times. All right, Valentino. Are you going to break, or are you going to sit there admiring the cue ball all night? You ask with a mocking smile. Your opponent sets the ivory ball back on the table with a sigh. I can't help myself around ivory. You know that, Tino, Adam replies. You rarely see Adam Gensler, except during the lodge functions, but you prefer his company to that of the stuffy business types who make up most of the lodge these days. He makes his shot, the sudden clattering interrupting the din of conversation. Your shot, Tino, and do try to avoid hitting the 9-ball first. You're always so overeager. Adam chuckles as he moves to the other side of the table, making way for you. That was one time, my friend, one time. You roll your eyes. Truth be told, you've enjoyed coming to these events for the opportunity to give back to the community, not to hobnob with Arkham's gentry. But hobnobbing has had its perks. You lean over the table and clear your mind as you line up your shot. The room falls silent as you block out the clamor and the music, focusing all of your attention on the 1 ball in the corner pocket. You hold your breath and strike the cue ball. It clacks as it hits its target, and the 1 ball drops effortlessly into the corner pocket. There, you see? It is only then that you realize the silence around you is not just in your mind. All of the light and warmth has been sucked out of the room. Adam is gone, along with everyone else who was present just moments before you took your shot. Hello, you call out. A dark mist coils about your ankles as you walk around the billiards table. If this is a practical joke of some kind, it's in awfully poor taste, you remark. The only response is the deep growl that emerges from beneath the table. Morbid curiosity compels you to look underneath it, at which point a dark hound pounces onto your chest, savagely clawing at your torso. You react instinctively, pushing it off of your body as hard as you can. It lands on the billiards table, causing it to collapse under the creature's weight. You slowly back up as the creature rises to its feet once again and jumps off the broken table, its hollow eyes gazing into your soul.
Great.
All right. Yay. All right.
Spectral Hound.
So we start off with the Spectral Watcher in the entry hall, with 1 damage on it from Gabriella shooting at it.
Hey, so you did hit it. Good job.
Yep.
Sweet.
Of course, if we kill it, it just comes back fully healed. So
Oh, it does? That just sucks.
Heal all damage from it. Disengage from all the investigators and exhaust it. It does not ready during the upkeep phase during the round. Oh, great.
Okay, so you can do something. What is
you
this?
can slow it down. And let's see.
The entry hall
Penny
is blocked by a
shoots-
wall. Spectral mist. You cannot enter the entry hall. Silver Twilight enemies cannot spawn in the entry hall. Oh, great. All right, I guess.
I guess we got to flip over our locations.
Oh. All right, one by one. All right. Obscuring fog is already at your location with the nether mist.
Yep.
Nice. We beseech the dead, but do we really wish to see them? Oh, look, it's a victory point.
Yeah, so is my location's also victory points
Choose
too.
and discard a card from your hand. Oh, haunted. Wait, how are you haunted?
So haunted
Oh,
is
no,
something
no,
that
no,
this,
that's the thing
this
up
scenario
here.
does.
Oh, when-
you see, like this right here.
Oh, okay, when you get the skull from the thing? Okay.
If you get a -3, if you fail.
Oh, if you fail from... Okay, then you resolve each haunted ability on your location. What? That's
Yeah.
that's on easy, Roy?
That's easy.
Well,
The scenario card is
the
is
scenario
easy.
card doesn't matter.
Well,
So-
it does change on hard and
So do keep in mind that everyone does have a haunted thing in play, which is the whispers in the dark.
Yep.
So
Hey, Onyx.
Yeah, so haunted is there's a lot of things that are haunted at the moment.
Cool. The prologue's supposed to be short, but we are kind of more or less going through with the new player and never really played tabletop nor Arkham Horror LCG, so may slow us down a little bit, but yeah, this should be a pretty quick one, I think. Hopefully, we'll be able to do
I'm
well.
still trying to figure out how to move.
Are you at the balcony?
Yes, he starts at the balcony.
Okay.
Yep, start the balcony. Each of your cards with health takes 1 direct damage. Great. Clouds of dark mist loom above French hills. Spectral shapes surround the balcony, moaning and writhing in torment. Hoo-hoo! What about you,
Yep.
Roy?
Who what? Oh, let's see. I started over here in the billiards room.
The billiards room.
Haunted must either discard an asset you control or take 1 damage.
Oh! Game room's
crap.
warmth and laughter have been replaced with sense of quiet dread. Tendrils of black mist slither from underneath the collapsed billiard table, twisting and swaying along the floor in a formless dance.
Wait, why do I have more clues here?
Because we have the table set for 2 players instead of 4. So
Oh, well, that's understandable.
there should be 8 clues there. Likewise, there should be 4 clues over here. There you go. And anybody else that flips their cards, it should be correct now.
Okay. Victorian halls, a haunted stillness lingers through the frigid dead halls. The many paintings that adorn the walls have faded and become unrecognizable, and the metal statuettes flanking the corridors have completely rusted over. Awesome!
All right, let's see. So the agenda 1A, Judgment 20. There is no escaping fate. Hear the call and be reborn.
Oh,
Fourth, after doom is placed on any card, each investigator must either take 1 damage or 1 horror.
what?
2 damage or 2 horror if instead there is 5 or more doom in play.
What?
When any investigator is defeated, that investigator must advance this agenda. Do not remove any doom from this agenda when it advances. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And then Act 1, The Disappearance. Something terrible has invaded the home of Josef Meager. In the moments that follow, you scramble to survive. Forced, when an investigator is eliminated, place each of that investigator's clues on this act instead of his or her location.
Oh, so get as many clues as you can.
Yep, before your inevitable demise.
We ain't gonna die!
And
No,
in the
we
setup-
gonna die.
Oh,
and under setup for the scenario, there is no way out. There is no positive resolution for this scenario. So, yeah.
no way out. Good luck.
No way
You'll
out.
need it. Wonderful.
Wasn't that a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie?
Was it?
I don't know.
I
Couldn't
wouldn't
tell
know.
you.
All right. Well, so who wants to go first? So then, just get as many clues as we can. We're fine.
Oh, no, it was a Kevin Costner movie. Not improvement. All right.
Hunter
So,
relates
yeah.
to-
All right. Fun times.
Instead of discarding it, attach it to the location. Attached location gains haunted spawn rate at this location. Oh, that's horrible.
All right, since no one's speaking up, I'll go ahead and go first.
All right,
Big deal.
go
Hey,
on.
look, a magnifying glass because it's free.
Nice. Oh, hey, you can get all the clues for us, right?
I can get all the clues that I can get, sir.
Oh,
But keep in mind, this is a 6. This is a 6 for me, so that's pretty hard.
a 6?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
it's got
because-
obscuring fog.
Yeah.
Well, it's 6 until you successfully get and investigate, and then once you do that, then it's just a 4.
I'm getting it. I'm also gonna play
Fingerprint kit. Okay, good.
So that puts me even.
Wait. The fingerprint kits cost 4. You had 4?
Yeah, I spent a resource. I spent an action to get a resource,
Oh, okay. So you had 3.
and then I spent it to play it. Now I have one more action.
But wait,
which-
what? Oh, okay. Oh, it's a fast.
This is a free. Yeah, it's a fast.
Okay, go on.
I'm trying to see if I want to just I can get +3. What's in this thing? Oh, did we select the difficulty yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on easy.
We're on easy.
There's a -3 and there's a -3 in the bag. There's
Yeah.
Okay.
But in general, try not to get a -3. Like, try not to fail a -3 if you can. But I mean.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like,
besides the skulls, there's a -3 in the bag.
yeah, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go try to investigate this. What's the worst that's gonna happen, right?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna spend one of these. I'm a 6. I'm gonna discard my curiosity, which has because I had 7 cards in my hand.
So, okay, so plus
it
2.
has +3.
Plus... Oh, okay, Kirsty. Okay, yeah. No, Kirsty. Oh, he gains it. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
It gains it. So I have +3 for this.
Yeah,
Not the auto fail.
not the autofail. Nice.
Hey!
Woo!
That
Good
is
one.
that is 2 clues.
That's 2 clues. Yes, it is. When you succeed, you get 2 clues, and then you get rid of the obscuring fog.
Yes, I do. Oops.
The none of the mist is not on you at all? Oh, it's aloof.
It's aloof. It's aloof.
Oh, it's just watching you. Oh, it attacks you on a haunted. Oh, boy.
Yeah, when I get haunted. Yeah, but hey,
You got 2 clues. Great.
I got my 2 clues.
All right. Anyone else?
Um,
I'm trying to figure mine out. I have to succeed a skill test. So I gotta succeed a skill test during a revelation effect. Okay, so really I gotta wait for...
yeah,
okay.
for your to draw an encounter card, or if
Okay.
you have a, I don't know. Well, never mind. You're not drawing cards from your deck, so
I
Yeah, you're not
surely
drawing
am
any
not.
cards.
I guess what I could do is like...
Oh right, I forgot. Turn on. I need a trash. Oh, I need the trash can because I got this trash can. Oop, done.
There you go.
Oh, okay, that works too.
Oh, it gets... Oh, yeah, it gets removed from the game, huh?
Yep.
Nice. I guess I'll go next, I suppose. Yeah, all right. I guess I'll maybe I should just evade this thing. Or maybe I should just kill it.
got 2 health. That's reasonable. Oh wait, can you kill it with a spell or a relic?
No, it's defeated by damage except from a spell or relic.
Yeah. So if you defeat it with non-spell or relic damage,
Oh.
it doesn't go away. It gets attached to the location.
Oh,
Which will spawn it.
there's no spell or relics here. Okay.
Oh.
But it gets, I mean, it goes away at least for a little bit until
I mean, yeah,
a haunted.
yeah,
I mean, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Choose and discard an item asset that takes up at least 1 hand slot from your hand area. You get +1 damage where X chosen assets print. That's it. Okay. All right. So then, here we go. So I'm gonna kill that stupid wraith. So I'm gonna do Act of Desperation. So when I fight, I get +X and +1 damage where X is the chosen asset's print. So I get +1 to my fight. So I am 2 up on it. If you see the asset.
Did you discard an item from your play?
Yeah, I guess I got.
Because you have to. Apparently, that's an additional cost to play it.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, that'd be useful. Like once you finish using your
Yeah,
flashlight.
once you
You
use
basically
it,
throw your flashlight at something.
Oh yeah, huh? I certainly can't get rid of Dig Deep. Oh, all right.
Dig
Okay, well you know what? You know
deep
what?
isn't an item.
Forget it. I'll just throw my knife.
There you go.
Yeah. I'll just throw my knife. I'm +2 on this puppy. Let's try to get +3 if I can. Oh, I wouldn't fail. Yeah, I wouldn't fail. All right, go ahead. Let's do it. All right. Nice. Okay, great. So then, lucky. All right. I would have failed it by 1, except now I'm lucky.
Oh, good job. Yeah, good job.
All right. Hey. And then I spend a resource to play lucky, and then it is dead, and it's attached to the location. Okay, so that was my first action. All right, so then my second action shall be to I guess what I'll do is I'll just get a flashlight. Yeah, I'll just use a flashlight. So I'll spend 1 supply. Your location gets -2 for this investigation.
So the shroud is
0. So the only thing that would fail is the auto fail.
Aye. Okay.
Don't draw a skull.
Oh no, because
Because you can't fail, right?
Yeah, well, you can. The worst you could get is you could tie, or if you draw the auto fail.
Right. But if he draws the skull, he can't fail.
No, wait,
Yes.
wait. But it's minus.
No. The
Doesn't
lowest number can go is 0.
Yeah, but my intellect is at.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, but the lowest your skill can get
the
is
difficulty
0.
will be 0.
Okay.
So if you 0 to 0, tie goes to the investigator.
Yeah, the lowest your skill can go is 0 with the modifiers. So
yeah, but
so you'd be 0 to 0, you'd tie and you'd win then.
okay,
Yes.
but -1, I still win, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You win with a minus infinity. The only thing you don't, the only way you actually fail is with the
Auto fail.
auto fail.
All right. Okay, so then I got one of the clues.
Yes.
All right, and then again I will do that same thing. It doesn't need to exhaust.
No.
No. Okay. All right, and then bloom. Boom.
You still succeed.
I still succeed.
still
Okay,
succeed.
okay, okay.
Because 1 minus 3 is 0.
Yeah, because your value bottoms out at 0. So again, the test is 0. So you literally can't lose other than the auto fail.
Oh, I see. Okay. I know. I get what you're saying now. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, great. I got 2 clues too.
Yay! I'm probably not going to get all the clues, but that's fine. All right. First things first, we're gonna evade the Shadowhound. I am +3 on it,
Hey.
so I should be good. Right? Yeah. It's 1. I'm 4. Boom.
Nice. Evaded.
He is evaded.
Take that.
And then
That
let's
was your
go
first
ahead.
action.
Yep, that was my first action. And then I guess we'll go for clues.
All right.
Um,
What's the play?
So, Shroud is 3. My intellect is 3. That's not fantastic.
But you could
Yep,
get
I can tap that, and I'll get
+2.
+2.
So now you need to drop some stuff.
No, I'm not dropping stuff yet.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take the 2.
Take the 2.
You got it.
Nice job.
And that's my second. And then my third action.
Nice. Just got it too.
Oh, the Derringer. Okay.
Isn't that your third action? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's his third action.
Okay. Nice, the Derringer. It's always good to get a little, use a little gun. All right,
Yep.
Rye.
It's my turn.
Yep. So Rye.
Oh man.
There's no specific turns. It's just but it is.
Yeah. Once you know what you're doing, you might chime in and go like, "Hey, I can do something like awesome that helps us out right now. Let me go first," or something like that. But yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I still have no idea what's going on right now. And I also just figured out how to zoom, so that's cool.
Great.
Should I, for the purposes of assisting her, should I turn the hidden hands off so we can see and maybe make suggestions for her?
Oh. Okay. Sure. Let me go ahead.
Sure.
There we go.
Okay.
I can see your hands if hidden hands are
Yeah,
off.
you can see. Yeah.
Yeah.
just turn it off.
Yeah,
But
just
we
turn it off.
We just want to like.
Kind of point out what your options might be, what you might want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for example, like this card here on the end, Delay the Inevitable. So it has the fast keyword, right? So you get 3 actions per round, but a fast card does not take one of them. So I don't know what the card does otherwise, but that is a card that does not take an action to play.
Oh, so you're like the protector. Oh, okay. So
Yep.
you need to go to somebody who's in trouble and like help them.
Yeah,
But-
your job generally is to murder things, apparently.
Yeah.
But what do I do about this omen thing?
Oh, that
is
just sits there.
on- That just sits there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So it's assumed that you drew this earlier, and as part of the revelation effect, since there were no other copies of Fate of All Fools in play, it got put into play in your fate area. So
Threat
later
area.
on, if somebody else in your threat area, later on, if somebody draws another one, then we'll have to resolve it in that case. Now, if you look at this card here, it says Peril. That's a special keyword on these threat cards. That basically means that you can't talk about it. You draw the card, and you decide what to do without any input from us.
Yeah, you have to
We
decide.
we might bend that enough to like just explain to you what all the options mean, but when it comes down to it, the
The choice.
Basically, the choice is yours.
and yours alone.
Yep. So you may want to do something that is advantageous for you, but it could be disadvantageous to
Right.
all of us.
So, but this card just sits in play because if somebody draws one later, the fact that this is already out will affect how the other card is resolved.
Yep. So either take two direct damage or place one doom on another copy of Fate of All Fools, which
Yeah,
Which does trigger other things.
yeah. So it's all bad. It's bad from top to bottom.
Yep. So at this point, you just kind of have to choose an investigator who you want to help.
I'll say this right quick. Where you at right now is a dangerous area, strictly because of this Spectral Watcher is gonna come somewhere. It's gonna come attack you next turn, which you don't want. So you definitely don't want to be standing in the Victoria Halls on the
Wait.
first.
That's not where I am. I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes, but this guy has Hunter.
Yeah, if you look at the Spectral Watcher, he's got two keywords. He's got alert, which is a
Okay.
special keyword that means that if you try to evade the monster, like I did with this Shadowhound over here, then if you fail, it will attack you because he's alert. The other keyword is Hunter, and Hunter basically means that if he is not already on somebody, he will move around the board to find somebody. Generally speaking, that will be the closest investigator. Which in this case is you, because you are one location away. You're at the entry hall, which is connected by this link to the Victorian halls, which is where you are at, which is where you probably don't want to be. So one of the things you might want to consider doing is moving. As T said, you might want to pick somebody that you can help defend and move in their direction. This monster up here is a hunter, just like that other one. However, he is also aloof. And what aloof means is that he just kind of hangs out. He won't engage anybody that's in his location normally. But since he's a hunter, he will follow us around. So he'll just follow us around and hang out. Which would normally be great, but he's got this ability that wherever he's at has a haunted effect, where if we trigger the haunted, then he attacks you.
Attacks the player.
Caused the haunt. Yeah, whoever caused the haunting. So this guy is relatively safe. He's not the worst thing in the world, assuming we don't trigger hauntings. This guy is already dealt with.
The Wraith is dealt with?
The Wraith is dealt with, yeah. So
Okay.
Charles attacked him and killed him, but he has a special thing. Normally when you kill a monster, it goes back up here into the discard pile. However, this guy had a special thing where he gets attached to his location instead, and if you trigger a haunting later on, he jumps back out of the woodwork and tries to knock your face off again. And then we've got the Shadowhounds over here, which he is a hunter as well, and he will generally prioritize whoever has the lowest agility value.
Which looks like you.
Which is you. But so he will prioritize whoever is closer first.
Yep.
So since I'm in that location, whenever he untaps during the upkeep phase of this round, he's gonna just jump back on me.
Yeah. But if you were in the same room and he had a choice, he would jump on you instead.
Yes. Likewise, if we were both in this intermediate location, he would come over this way and then jump you because he's a hunter. Well, he wouldn't do it this round because he would untap this round, and that's all he would get to do.
Yeah. Well,
That'll
all be explained when.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest things that's kind of a concern right now is that this guy right here, because he's a hunter, he's gonna jump on you and actually attack you in the same round.
So you don't want.
It's more dangerous to stay in the next room of hunters because you can't do anything and they just come up and attack you.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want to. Either you want to go south and engage the Spectral Watcher, or come help one of us. But,
and engaging him is just slowing him down, because even if you kill him, he just comes back. So.
Well, he comes back if we are haunted, right?
No, he's
different.
He's different.
Yeah.
Okay, he just comes back.
If he defeats it, he heals all the damage, and you exhaust it, and he's tapped for a round.
You are its prey. That's nice. That's nice to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you have choices here.
Yep. Plus, all right. So keep in mind you've only got one resource currently, and most of your cards cost more than that.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
moving is a good idea. Potentially getting resources to play stuff would be a good idea. This card is kind of cool because if you kill something, you get to just get a clue.
Hold on. Wait, I'm still zoomed in on the board.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. All right, which one were you pointing at?
Evidence. So the way evidence works is after you kill something, you can play this, and it's fast, so it doesn't take one of your actions, and you just discover a clue.
Nice.
Since you kill things, that's not a bad card to have. It's really good at locations that have a high shroud value, which determines how hard it is to find clues there. Because it's just a free clue. It doesn't require you to make a test.
The shroud value is the black number on the card. If you come see at the office up here, it's 4.
Oh. Yep. Oh yeah, if you kill this nether mist, it will just go away.
Well, yeah, this is true, but not that concerned about it.
So attacking things, all right. Normally you can just attack.
I mean, which one's the? I'm sorry, you guys are going really fast.
Oh, okay.
No problem.
It's the thing in the magnifying glass that is how hard it is to find a clue.
So if you look at a location, any of the locations that are face up, in the middle on the left-hand side of the card is a number in a black circle. That is the shroud value. Mm-hmm. That is the difficulty for investigate tests.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that is against your intellect, which is the book sign.
Yep.
Here.
And your intellect is fairly average.
I would say slightly less than average.
Yeah, roughly.
3 is average.
3 is average, yeah.
I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Sorry.
How do I look? Oh.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah, I am really stupid.
Well.
No, it's not that you're stupid. It's just that you are not educated.
Well, Penny White here only has 1 intellect, so you're actually better off than my character. So.
Yeah, come on. You are a detective. You are a private security. That requires some thought.
Yeah.
And a lot of punching things.
Very little agility, apparently.
Nope.
No. You punch things.
Yep.
Okay.
You make them cry, mama.
Okay, so what do I do first? Do I just move my card?
Moving your character would probably be a good thing to do first.
Yes, that's our suggestion, is to move. But now you have to pick.
Up to you, though.
I have already killed my Wraith, but he's going to come back if there's a skull. This guy...
If there's a skull, when you fail on an evade or fight test.
Mm-hmm. And then this guy here...
This guy, he's not going to attack me. The only time he does attack me if I fail a...
evade or fight test with the skull.
I fail a fight test.
Yep.
Also, I'm pretty sure that some of the
oh yeah, there's probably some stuff in there that will trigger haunts. Yeah.
Yeah, some trigger haunts too.
And then. The Shadowhound here is actually still in play, but Roy has already evaded him, so he won't hurt Roy this round.
I am safe this round.
Yeah. But he may or may not need help. Yeah. This is where maybe like you might ask Roy, hey, well, you don't know his cards. Does he need help? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, so you saw me play the Derringer, which is a weapon, which means I can sort of fight it off myself, although, it's not the best.
What is it, 4? 4 to 2.
4 to 2. 4 to 2.
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad, actually.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Yeah, and then you still got well connected, so you're good.
Yeah. Although I have fewer resources now, so it's only a +1.
Well, yeah, but it's still +1, so that's still a +3 on the overall check.
Yeah.
Where overall, you over here, at the other hand, you have a 5. If you because you got a 4 right here, with a +1 right here, that does 2 damage. So, and his fight is a 2, so you're already at +3 against it.
Oh, nice. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, the thing to keep in mind about your character is you are apparently a murder machine.
Yep, so now you have to choose. So do you want to murder the Spectral Watcher, the Shadowhound, or the Nether Mist? Your choice, right?
I mean...
and that will inform like which direction you head.
Yep, and that'll kind of help you. Now, keep in mind that you have to move, and that takes an action, and you only get 3 actions here.
Right.
Okay, so it would take you 2 actions to get to where Roy's at, and then you would only have 1 action left to shoot the Shadowhound. Whereas
Or
if
do
you
something else.
went and hit the Spectral Watcher, then you still have 2 actions, and you can use both bullets, I believe. Yeah, you don't exhaust it.
Yeah, so you could, in theory, kill the Spectral Watcher, which would basically just tap it, and it wouldn't untap next this round.
Yeah.
Oh, how familiar are you with card game terms? Are you familiar with the term tap?
No.
So
This is my first
Oh,
everything.
okay. Hold on, I just realized something. You can't come down to the entry hall.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, well.
Never
Okay.
mind.
Never mind.
Blocked by a wall. It's blocked by a wall of spectral mist.
You cannot
Oh, well
enter at the entry hall. Okay.
So,
Alright, good to know.
Okay, well. Alright,
how
well
to
then.
solve that problem?
Hey, well, now you only have 2 choices.
There is technically a third option. All right, if you wanted to stay there and have this thing come at you, and you could deal with it when it moves up on you. Normally, it would come in and it would attack you, and there wouldn't be much you could do about it. However, you have this dodge card in your hand. It costs you 1 resource, which you have, and basically you play it whenever an enemy attacks somebody in your location, yourself or any other investigators, and it just cancels the attack.
Nice.
So you could actually face tank that thing by having it move in and attack you, and then you just cancel its attack. Is that the best play? I probably wouldn't do that, but that's me.
Keep in mind, your character does have a power. If you look, it's right here,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
which actually evolves the card you just talked about.
Oh yeah, not a great place to do it because there's no clues.
Yeah, that's why. It's probably why
Oh.
you don't. Yeah, you don't want to stay in there
Oh.
because
Okay.
that place is even worse for you because you have no clues for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that negates your ability. That negates the
you-
evidence card we showed you.
Yeah, and
So-
plus we have 2 locations here that we have not uncovered, so we don't know what's in the trophy room or the master bedroom. So
Okay.
you can actually go to one of those locations too. So you have a myriad of choices, right?
Okay, so
And don't stress out about it too much because whatever you do, we're all gonna wind up dead anyway. So
Yeah. Don't stress and like whatever. Okay, it's cool, and we know it's your first time playing, so it's okay to suck. Just don't suck too hard.
okay, so I can't even kill that Spectral Watcher thing, right? Because it comes back if you kill it?
Yes,
Or
but
is that the raid?
Yeah.
yeah,
it's just down here.
it comes back, but it is delayed for like a round because
Delayed for a couple rounds.
well, yeah, so it comes back, but it comes back tapped, and it doesn't untap that round. So it'd be
Okay.
like basically 2 rounds before it jumps anybody again.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Before it damages anybody.
there's no clues in here. And how do you know if there's clues? Is it just because there's tokens on the card?
Yes,
so,
that is correct.
Okay.
so yeah, whenever we flip over a location, the number opposite the shroud number tells us how many clues to put there.
Okay.
So your particular location had a 0, so no clues to be found in the hall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I go to the trophy room, then that Shadowhound is gonna come for me, or is that only if I'm in the same room as the Shadowhound?
So what will happen this round is because the Shadowhound is I evaded it. Whenever you evade a monster, it taps it. Tapping is just a card speak term for turn sideways to show that it's
It's inactive.
it's been exhausted basically.
Yeah.
So what happens is that the monster attack phase happens after we do all of our actions. Since it is tapped,
Or
that
inactive.
it doesn't affect. Yeah, it's inactive, so it just kind of sits there. And then we have the upkeep phase where all the stuff that is tapped untaps. So when it untaps, since it is in a location with an investigator, it will jump that investigator automatically. Now it won't damage. It won't attack me because the attack comes before the untapping. So I'm safe for this round, like no problem. Like I said, it just it'll just jump back on me, and that means next turn if you don't take care of it, I'll just have to evade it again or shoot it myself with my Derringer. Either way.
Yeah. And anyways, if you do suck, it's only us that's watching. Oh, and all the other people.
Okay,
All
so
like half dozen people.
Yeah, it's only half dozen right now.
I think what I'm gonna do. So since Charles already killed the Wraith, and you're doing okay with the Shadowhound, and that miss thing isn't really doing anything,
Mm-hmm.
but the Shadowhound is still going to attack eventually, so I might have to help, even though you have a weapon.
Yeah. Also keep in mind that when we come back around to the beginning of next round, we're all going to draw more cards, and there might be more monsters that pop up on people.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
another thing to think about this too, that if you're thinking about that, your weapon only has so many resources. Your third card is extra ammunition, puts more resources
Right.
on back on your gun, so you can have more shots. If that's what you're a little worried about.
I mean, I'm still trying to figure out where to move.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move for my first turn, and then I'll figure something
Sure.
out.
Okay. So then, which way do you want to move? You want to go north, east,
Well,
west?
yeah, I was gonna go to the master bedroom because that Shadowhound is eventually gonna attack. Is gonna be able to attack. So I was gonna
You
be
mean the
there
trophy room?
to
You mean
help.
you mean the trophy room?
Yes, the trophy room.
Hey, look.
Alright.
Okay, if you want to go to the master bedroom, it's fine. But
But well, yeah. So that's where I was gonna go because I feel like that's probably the best spot
all
for
right.
me.
So then, for your first
Even if
action, you're going to
even if
move.
Valentino has a gun,
Well, it's just Derringer. I wouldn't call that a gun. It's kind of like.
all right.
It still throws high velocity lead.
it's a
Okay.
pocket pistol.
Pea
So
shooter.
that's one action. Hold up, that's one action right there.
Yep.
Which
So
here's the
moving
thing.
from one location to the next is one action. So then you would flip one of your flippies there to keep
Okay.
track. And then
Okay.
we have not discovered what the trophy room lies. And so it flips when you move there. So as you can see, it has a 2 shroud and then it has 4 clues on there. So you could either stop now and change your mind and go, I'm not going to help Valentino Rivas, or you know what? I'm going to start searching this trophy room with with my 2 intellect, which actually currently you're tied with it. So not actually a bad thing, but I mean not actually a good thing either.
Yeah, the just keep in mind the random value is skewed against us.
Yeah, it is skewed
Okay.
against us. So you have a low chance of actually succeeding, probably about a 30%, I believe.
Well, let's see. There's 13 tokens in the bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are 0 or better.
Don't forget the Elder sign.
I'm including that.
Oh, great.
Oh, I'm sorry, 6. Sorry, I miscounted one of the plus ones.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I can take my turn back if I don't want to do this because
Nope.
it looks like this card is just really bad.
Nope. You
No,
already moved
okay.
in and revealed it. So
Yeah,
Wait,
once-
hold on.
That's locked in.
Hold on. One thing I think you're failing to realize is that you're not limited to just to take one move.
Yeah, you've
You
got
can
3
roll.
actions.
Yeah,
You
you-
do the same action repeatedly.
And then you can only take back an action if you didn't flip over or reveal
Like this
anything.
loose. Oh, okay.
But
All right.
but since you revealed something, you cannot take that action back.
Okay. Okay. So.
No worries,
guys-
no worries. Take your time. Take your
Oh,
time. It's fine. It's fine. Just ask us questions. That's what we're here for. Okay. That's why
I mean,
I wanted you in here so you can experience.
it's probably a bad idea, but I think I'm just gonna stay in here.
Okay, that's fine. Not do whatever you
That's
like.
And
That's not a bad idea, to be honest. It's not a bad idea. You're keeping yourself versatile. You're making it to where the Spectral Warrior doesn't jump on you and attack you the next round, or this next round coming up. And you're keeping yourself like, okay, I could help Roy, but I'm not too far away from, Troy or myself if I need help. So
Right.
good play.
Now you still have 2 more actions you can do.
Yes. So you have 2
Okay.
more actions. So now what do you want to do?
Oh.
so
Sonic is saying that haunted will trigger if you fail an investigation, but I'm not seeing that.
I'm pretty sure it's the. I'm pretty. Wait. Onyx is saying that.
Yeah. I'm not sure where he's getting that from. The skull doesn't do it.
Haunted will fail on. If you fail and this is an attack or an evasion attempt, resolve each haunted ability on your location.
Right. So the skull doesn't do it.
Uh,
The agenda doesn't seem to do it.
Whispers in the dark. Terror in the
Rulebook.
night.
Rulebook, he says. Hold on.
Rulebook.
Haunted. Haunted is a new ability that appears on some locations. Each time an investigator fails a skill test while investigating a location. Oh.
Oh.
I said
Oh, and the skull.
Oh.
And this one adds in the attack or evasion. Oh.
Okay, well, good to know.
Ah.
So don't fail investigation tests.
Thanks, Onyx.
Good catch.
Look at
Okay,
that.
so how do I do an investigation test?
Okay.
Or
So-
should I not do that yet? Like,
So
should
No,
I-
I would not do it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
knowing that you trigger the haunted stuff, if you fail an investigation,
Yeah.
you could throw cards away from your hand in order to like boost your value. Like the evidence card is worth +2, which would give you a fairly decent fighting chance of passing a test. But
Yeah. You see how the left side has the 1 and then event and then the 2 books. So you could throw away the card on a skill check and you can get plus whatever the tokens are on that card.
right, so you could throw this away on a lore test or an intellect test to get +2 to your stat basically.
I only see a 1. Where are you getting +2?
So if you look on the card,
Yeah.
the 1 is how much it costs to play that card for its effect, right? But if you throw it away during a skill test, that's free. You just get the symbols on the left side.
Where's the symbols on the left side?
You look at the evidence card here,
Yeah.
right below the 1 in the upper left corner.
Yep, right below the 1 and right below the
Those little
event.
symbol things?
Those
That's what
2
that is?
icons. Yeah, the 2
Yes.
symbols.
Yeah, those are
Oh,
book
yeah,
symbols.
you put a number. Okay.
Well, there's 2 of them, so you get +2.
Okay.
Yeah, generally it doesn't go higher than like 4 on a card, and that's pretty rare still. There's a few that are more, but
So in this case here, if you throw away the evidence card, then you would get +2 to your intellect, which would help your intellect value here temporarily
Okay.
for that 1 skill check.
Yep.
So you could do that.
Yep.
But
which would give you 2 fail options out of 13.
So that would actually improve your odds
Oh,
of
actually, no, I'm sorry, it's even worse than that because of the skulls. I
Yeah.
forgot.
the
My
skills.
skulls are there.
Or what you could do is, so there's several things you could do now is, since you only have 1 resource, so you could use an action to gain 1 resource. So that maybe you could try to get guard dog out or something like that. You see what I mean? So that would actually be
Yeah.
quite helpful. Or first
Because
aid out.
That's 3 resources.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll get one for free during the upkeep phase as well. So
Yeah.
So that means you'd start next round with 3. If you end with 2.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So now your options are, again, do you want to search and then maybe throw away a card to help your odds, or do you want to get some resources and then possibly play a card later on to help the team out? Because currently guard dog is not out yet, nor can you play these other cards yet because you have only 1
Right.
resource. So that's your options at this moment.
Well, I kind of felt like the guard dog seemed like the best thing to do.
Okay, so then what you could do is, so for the next 2 actions, you can use both these actions and then just collect 1 resource each.
Okay, so I click that, or
Yes,
Yes.
click it, left click it. Perfect.
oh, whoop!
Whoops.
Sorry,
If you
Yeah.
right click, it'll decrement it. There you go.
There we go.
didn't see it move.
All right, and that
Okay, and then do this again.
for 1 more. Perfect. Okay, good job.
There you go.
And I actually
That-
like that play, to be honest. I like that.
Yeah, that sets you up with more options next round, so you can see what develops. and you're not like overly committed to anything else. So yeah, that's a good safe play.
All right, so then that's everyone's turn. So it's now the enemy phase. So during the enemy phase, anything with the hunter icon moves. So the Spectral Watcher will move towards an investigator. This one here
He's gonna stay still.
will just stay there. All right. Shadowhound doesn't do anything because he is tapped or inactive, and
Yep.
the Wraith is dead. So just
Yeah,
hanging
he's
out.
just attached to the location.
All right, and then at this point here, now it will turn into the upkeep phase. So during
So
the
all you gotta
upkeep
do is-
phase, we have this nifty button right there for the upkeep. So press that one time, and what it does is that it will,
Yep, it will untap any of the cards in your play area
Yep,
that are
yep.
tapped.
it will unexhaust any of your cards. It will give back your actions. It will then draw a card if you had a draw pile, and then add a resource. Okay, all in that
Okay.
order. And order is very important in card games.
And also, all the enemies would untap, which would cause this enemy to become untapped. And when there is an enemy that's in a room with you, he automatically becomes engaged.
Yep.
Oh.
So the Shadowhound jumps back on me. Not unexpected, and not not that I'm unprepared for it. So all good.
Okay, so I'm not sure why, but my discard pile jumped.
Yes, because
Because you don't have a discard pile.
every card you go, just throw it away.
Yeah, every card you play gets removed from the game. Remember,
Oh.
you don't have a discard pile.
Okay. So lucky and knife. Okay. All right. There we go. Very good. Okay. So now, all right. So that is the upkeep phase. Everything is untapped now. So Shadowhound jumps back on Roy, and now we are into the Mythos phase. Now during the Mythos phase, you can actually look at the round sequence right here, right? And then you can see that now we go in order. So now we place one Doom on the agenda. However, during this agenda, it says that whenever a Doom is placed on any card, each investigator takes damage. But you know what? That's
Or
not
horror.
okay. But actually, that's if it's placed on any card. But that's not a card. So
That is
that's
a card.
It is.
It is a card. This is a card.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. So now we have to choose. We either take a damage or one horror
I'm taking horror.
Or
damage.
your character has 8 health and 4 sanity, so you probably want to take the damage, Rye.
Yeah. So I click it.
Yep. Click it. There we go.
There you go.
Very good. All right, and then next on the round sequence, we advance the agenda if the Doom threshold is satisfied. There is no Doom threshold.
That doesn't apply for this particular
Yep.
scenario.
And then each investigator draws one card from the encounter deck. So now this is the encounter phase. So who's the lead investigator?
I think it's me because I'll just go ahead and take it right now.
All right, so you're the lead
Anyway.
investigator. Go ahead.
So there's a button right here. The click for encounter button.
Yeah, in the upper left corner of your playmat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can
Wait, don't click
don't,
it yet.
Don't hit it yet.
Don't hit it yet.
Yeah, we do it in turn.
Yeah, so we have to do it in order from clockwise from the lead investigator. So since Troy has volunteered to be the lead investigator, he draws the card. So he draws Fate of All Fools, and he cannot talk about which one he wants to take.
I'm reading something. So
So since there is already a copy of Fate of All Fools, and that was in your threat area, so he has to choose between an investigator with another copy has to either take 2 direct damage or place 1 Doom on another copy of Fate of All Fools.
No. This is incorrect. If there's no other copy in play, there's no other copy.
But there
Okay.
is.
I can't have this. Okay.
Nope. You either have to give somebody else. You have to give Rye 2 damage, or you put one on the Doom on her copy of Fate of All Fools, and then we all take 1 damage or horror.
Oh,
Sorry, Rye, but I'm gonna have to make you take 2 direct damage for now.
Okay.
okay.
Now that's not the worst thing for you because you have a first aid kit, which is a way of healing yourself. So
Right.
All right. So
not
now,
do I-
especially efficient, but it's a
All
thing
right.
you could.
so
Do
now
I click my thing?
yeah, click it twice so that you add damage to yourself. There we go. All right, and then now it's my turn since we are going clockwise for the encounter phase. All right, Watcher's Grasp. Revelation, heal 3 damage from the Spectral Watcher. Ready to Spectral Watcher. It moves, engages, and attacks as if it were the enemy phase. Oh, great. Throughout the resolution of this effect, the Spectral Watcher gains prey. You. Oh, well, that's fine. Alright, so then it moves and engages someone. So is there a... Okay, so then lead investigator gets to choose who the Spectral Watcher comes after.
I'm not picking on you, Rye, but you actually have cards that are actually good for this.
Okay.
It said it healed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it
Yep,
does heal.
yeah,
Okay.
it does heal, so it loses that.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, and then...
And now, if I didn't know what you card, I'm only doing this because I know what your hand is.
Alright.
But this is also that.
So the
good for
Spectral
you.
Watcher is now moved to your location and has engaged you. And it attacks you as well. So the nice thing now, Rai, is that you have resources and you have cards. So one of these cards could actually help you out a lot.
Wait, I don't play now, do I?
Actually, you
So,
do.
If you have a card that plays as fast, you can play that out of turn when appropriate.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, the only thing that I feel like would work is dodge, because... Okay, help me out here with what the numbers mean on the Spectral Watcher, because...
So the Spectral Watcher, if you look at the middle, he's got the little heart and the little brain icons. That's how much damage he deals when he attacks somebody.
Yep.
So if you don't do anything else, when he attacks you, you will take 1 health and 1 sanity damage. One damage and 1 horror.
Yep.
Wait. I see a heart and a brain, but they're really tiny, so I don't know where you're getting a 1 from.
Because it's a
count.
symbol.
It's the number of it's number symbols.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yes, the number of symbols.
Do you need to pick numbers or symbols?
Well, when you have more things, you'll have more symbols. Like if it has 2 hearts, it does 2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it attacks me, it'll.
Yeah. So whenever a monster attacks somebody, it just hits them. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 unless you have a card or some other effect that lets you do something about it.
Yep.
But it does both the damage and the horror?
It does. Yeah, it does damage and horror.
Yes.
Some monsters will only have 1 icon or the other, or it'll have multiple of 1 and less or none of the other.
And that happens if I don't kill it?
So the card that Charles pulled made this thing act as if it were the monster phase, right?
Yeah.
Which triggered its hunter ability, which made it move. And so it moved to you.
Yep.
Since you were the only person there, it jumps on you, and since it's acting like it's the monster phase, the next step is that it will attack. So that's what it's doing. Now, like I said, you're going to take the 1 health and the 1 sanity damage unless you've got something to block that.
Yes, unless you have something that can help you in your hand, which you kind of do. I mean, you could use that card that you mentioned earlier, or you could just take this damage and horror. It's completely up to you.
And then it will sit here, and then you can deal with it on your turn, if however you want to deal with it.
Yes.
Probably by shooting it in the face.
Yeah.
But
what does 5 mean?
Was that?
5 is the number of health it has.
Yeah. So those numbers along the top, from left to right, are its fight value, which is what you would compare your fight value to when it comes to shooting at the face or whatever.
What if
the middle one is
abdomen?
Middle one is its health, which is how much damage it can take before it dies, and then the last number is its agility, which you would compare if you were going to try to just run away from it, evade it.
Okay, well, I can't run away from it.
Nope.
That's not really your bag. Nope.
That's not your bag. Yes.
But I could fight it.
You could fight it.
But again, right now, the only thing you can do is any kind of fast effects you have, right? You don't get to fight it until it's your actual turn. This is all sort of happening out of turn because of the encounter card that Charles drew.
Yes.
Okay, so if I play this dodge card, it gives me an agility?
If you play the dodge card for its text, You pay 1 resource, it goes away, and then you just cancel its attack.
Yep.
So it just does not damage you at all.
Yep. And then
For the low price of 1 resource.
Yep.
If you were to try and dodge the monster on your turn, assuming you still have this card in your hand, then you could throw the card away for free, and you would get 1 intellect, or I'm sorry, 1 willpower icon and 1 agility icon. So it would make you a little bit better at dodging if you did, used it for that purpose.
but
of the two, that's probably the lesser value to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I should probably play it because it's attacking me right now.
Yeah.
Assume you don't
Or
want
is
to take
it
damage.
not attacking me right now?
Assuming you do not want to take the damage, which
Is usually a pretty good assumption.
yeah. But I mean, it's completely up to you whether you take the 1 damage in Wahar or you could damage it. Now the choice is up to you.
I mean, I don't know if I want to be 50% of my damage.
Yeah, which is pretty safe to say that you may want to do it, but I mean, again,
Okay.
these are the choices that we have to make in this game.
If you'd have known it was coming, you could, and you had the resources, you could have played Delay the Inevitable, which would also soak the damage, but you have to play that ahead of time.
Yeah, you had to do this ahead of time.
Okay. I guess I'll dodge it.
Okay. So then just play the card.
So
How do I do that?
Just take the card out of your hand and put it in the discard.
Normally you would put it in the discard, but in this particular scenario, it just gets removed from the game.
Yep.
I'm just gonna put it back in the bag over here, just so.
All right,
Okay.
and then you will spend your resource to play it.
So it was 1 resource.
Yep.
Other way. Other button.
Other button. Yeah,
There you go.
All right, great.
There you go.
And
And actually, hold on. One other thing is because of your ability, you were attacked.
yes. And look at that.
Discover clue.
And so after an enemy attacks, even if that attack was canceled, you discover 1 clue. So now, hey, you gained a clue.
So you can go up here and click on one of the clues and drag it down to your board.
Yep. So Rai, go ahead and grab a clue.
Hang on, I'm trying it.
Left click, and hold, and then
And
bring
put it
to
over here in your clue section there.
Yep. And then it actually adds it for you.
Yep. There we go.
Okay. So there you go. Hey, you're actually helping the team.
There you go.
All right. So that was my encounter. So go ahead, Roy.
All right. Oh, look, it's another Shadowhound.
Another Shadowhound. Oh, good. See now, right? See, look. Now he has a second Shadowhound, and you're actually in a good spot to help said Roy.
Well, except she's got the Spectral Watcher, so she's pretty much pinned down.
But I'm just saying that that was a good choice earlier.
Yeah, had the Shadow Hunter thing not jumped you, you'd have been perfectly positioned to help me. But now you've got your own problems to deal with. So.
Yeah. And now it's your turn.
Such as Arkham.
Yeah, such as Arkham. So now it's your turn for encounter phase.
I just click it?
Yep, just click it.
Yep, it will pull a card to your hand, to your thing there.
Yeah, and do not click it again. Yeah, and then you get to test your willpower. So your willpower is right here, Rai. You have 3, and the test is at 4. So currently you're 1 less on it than what you really want to be at.
Okay.
All right. So you could, like I said, either throw away a card with a willpower icon on it to help you, but you only have 1 card like that, which is your first aid. So likely you're going to fail this test, even if you did throw this icon to it. So you're likely going to fail this test no matter what. Wow.
All right.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Yep. But again, that's Arkham.
Yeah. So you're likely going to lose probably physical training. Yeah.
Okay. So
I would just make the roll. Hopefully you get like a +2 or +1, because right now you are -1 to this check.
okay.
It's possible you can succeed.
Yeah. So then you click over here, that circle, the click for chaos token once, and you actually failed it. So now, according to Crypt Chill, you have to discard an asset that you control. So it's either your 45 automatic or your physical training.
And you can tell those are assets because if you look in the upper left corner underneath the cost, it says asset.
Yeah. Underneath the number on the top left, it says asset.
Okay.
So
Yep.
if I were you, I mean, like I said, you could do what you want, but physical training
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
probably my choice.
that requires assets to have. I'm sorry, resources to have on hand in order to like boost yourself. And
Yeah.
you seem to be a little resource light, so.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go ahead and throw that in.
Yep. So you would discard your physical training, okay? Which is not the end of the world, okay?
And then you hit the discard button above the card since you've resolved it.
Yeah. Or actually, what you could have done too was use your physical training there and then drop your resources, and then maybe you would have passed the test actually.
Maybe.
But she's going to need those physical resources to deal with some of the things.
Yeah.
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 So after that, you could actually leave that. There's this button right here. Actually works. You can press it and discard it.
Yep. So you're done with Crypt Chill, and now we are on to the Investigator Phase. On the round sequence. All right. How was your first round of Arkham Living Card Game? Huh, Ryan? What do you think?
That's overwhelming.
It does seem that way at first, but like I said, just watch what we're doing, and just kind of
there's a lot going on, but
yeah.
after you've gone through a few rounds, it'll
hopefully catch on. Yeah. All right, so now this is the Investigator Phase. Now we take stock of what's happening. So there's 2 Shadowhounds on Roy. There's a Spectral Watcher on you, and currently, me and Troy here are pretty much free to try to pick up clues. So I am far away from you guys. Like I'm 1, 2, 3. So I cannot even help. So all I'm going to do now is I am just going to play my flashlight. Okay. For 2 resources.
And then go digging for clues.
And then I'm going to dig for clues here. The final 2 clues. Okay. All right, and I get them both. All right. And then that's my 3. Just quick, because like I pretty much knew what I was gonna do.
Yep, and it was all pretty straightforward. So.
All right, Roy, you doing anything different?
So did you see what I did there, Rye?
No, I did not.
All right, so in my first action, I played this flashlight, which costed me 2 resources to play. So I minus the 2 resources that I had.
Okay.
And then after that, on the card itself, it says, all right, now as an action, see that arrow? It says, spend 1 of my supplies, which is indicated by the crate right there. I spend 1 of those, and my location gets -2 shroud for the investigation. Now, if you look up at the location itself, the shroud is at 1. Okay? So that means I have decreased it down to 0, and so because it's at 0, that means the check is.
Well, you can still fail.
I can still fail, but pretty much there's no negative modifier that will make it to where I'll fail because.
Yeah, there's 1 token in the bag that is it's called the auto fail, and regardless of how good you are or anything, you just fail. Mm-hmm. Any other result on his particular test, since it's a 0 difficulty, the lowest your test value can be is 0, mm-hmm. and you win ties. So, yeah. The only result that would have been a fail for him would have been the auto fail. Yep.
And so for my last 2 actions, I went and investigated using the flashlight action, and I was able to succeed because my first one was a -1 and my second one was a -2. So I was able to succeed both and get the last 2 clues off from the location, spending all my 3 actions.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm probably just gonna spend my turn dealing with monsters.
Shooting monsters.
Well, I'm probably gonna evade them both because I can't kill. Well, I could kill one of them with 2 shots.
If you're lucky.
+2, 4. Yeah. Well, one of them I could. Yeah, it's not that great. Anyway, all right, that's fine. So all right, so we're gonna just evade this first guy. So I'm at +3 on the test. So the only thing that will fail for me is the auto fail, because we know the bag, the highest negative value is -3.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, great.
0. So this guy,
He's evaded that
Evaded.
Shadowhound, and it is now set to inactive or tapped on the location.
and now I have one left. He has 3 health. So if I shoot him with the Derringer, I'll deal 2 damage to him.
Oh look, and
If
you're.
if you succeed by 2 or more.
Oh yeah, he should. Well, maybe
Oh.
he wouldn't.
Well, maybe not. Oh yeah.
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 I'm trying not to look at your cards, Roy. Oh, don't forget you
Wait.
got well connected.
Yeah, I know. That's +1.
Yeah.
That's okay. That doesn't really help. That could be useful, depending. And make a resource test. We have 4. That's okay.
So,
All right. Well, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna spit a token. We're just gonna go for it. I get
all right. So
+2.
he is opting to shoot it with the Derringer. So he is using the action on the Derringer to spend 1 ammo to fight, and he'll get a +2 to his attack. So currently is at 2, and so he'll get 4 now on this attack, and so he's at +2 to the creature because the creature has a 2 on its fight value.
And I actually used well connected.
And he
So,
will use well connected here.
So
He'll get +1 for every 5 resources he has. He has 8, so that's another +1.
yep. So I'm actually at 3 on it. So yeah.
Oh, great! And you actually passed by more than 2. And according to the card in the Derringer, if he succeeds by 2 or more, this attack deals +1 damage. So because of that, now the Shadowhound has 2 damage on it, and now it only has 1 health left. All right, and that was his second action. So now his third action, maybe
Third action. I'm just gonna go ahead and punch it.
he's gonna punch it regular like. Okay.
Gonna punch it. That puts me even.
So he does not have to use his Derringer to fight. He could just use his fists regularly. So that's what he's doing. So he's going to do that with a 2 fight against its 2 fight. So he's at a 0 modifier.
Yep. So
-1.
So I will go ahead and play
Sure Gamble.
So it's a fast card, so I can play it like whenever. And I play it after I reveal a Chaos token with a negative modifier. And I switch that negative to a plus.
Hey, so now it's a +1.
And that would be enough to succeed.
Dude,
what
if you pulled the skull? Oh, it still has a negative
It'll be a +3.
It'll be a +3 because it's still negative modifier.
Still negative. Okay. All right,
Yep.
Yeah.
So that 1 extra damage is enough to kill this guy. So he gets discarded. And my Sure Gamble is removed from the game.
All right. So that was Roy's third action. Did you follow that one, Rye?
I really didn't.
It's okay.
I
Look,
don't understand how you can play 2 cards in 1 round.
Because everyone has 3 actions.
Everybody has 3 actions.
But you played 2 cards in an action.
So that last card that I played was fast. So when it's fast, it doesn't require an action.
yes.
Just the same way that your dodge, you could play it out of turn and it didn't require an action because it was fast.
Yeah.
So
You
any
see
card,
Yeah. See the fast key.
The 2 cards on your right, the one that says delayed and inevitable, these cards are fast actions. They do not require you to flip over a token to play these cards.
oh
Okay.
yeah, so you can play those out. Oh no, you can only play it on your turn. Yeah.
Well,
But
on her turn, but
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But these do not require action to do these.
Oh, and I will point out about when you have a monster on you. Normally, if you do anything besides fight or evade, or there's a couple other options, but we're not going to worry about those right now. If you do anything besides fighting it or evading it, it will attack you. So if you do anything besides dealing with the monster, you take damage.
Mm-hmm.
However, since fast cards are fast and don't take an action, you can play those without triggering a monster attacking you when it's on you.
Yep. And so now it could be your turn. And so you could actually play Delay the Inevitable as a fast action, and then you can await for it to attack you and then cancel that damage.
Yeah, because if you think you're not going to be able to kill it this round, that would not be a terrible play. Because that means if you don't kill it this round, during the monster phase it'll attack you, and you just go like, nope.
Yep. And so possibly for you, the best thing to do is just, I would use your 45 automatic on it twice, and see if you're able to get close to killing him. And then if you are able to get close to killing him, then you have a decision to make on your third action to whether or not you want to fight him normally and try to, well, not kill it, but take it down, or play Delay the Inevitable, where you soak the damage and then kill him the next turn.
Keep in mind, this is the fast action, Charles, so that's not an action that's required.
Oh, okay. Well, then you would do.
You can do all three of your actions and see where you stand, and then if the thing is still alive, then you could play it because it's fast. It doesn't take one of an action.
Oh yeah, very true. I'm sorry. Yeah. So you can actually try to kill it.
We've gone through like 3 or 4 campaigns, and even we occasionally go like, oops.
Yeah. I mean, we realize how much
there's a lot going on.
Yeah, how much going on. So don't feel bad, okay? Don't feel like you're not getting it. But
we screw up on the regular.
We're here to help. So just giving you your option is, so what you want to do is you really want to deal with the Spectral Watcher, because your deal in life is to kill stuff. So if I were you, I would try to kill this Spectral Watcher, and that's not a bad play. And because you can't evade it anyways, so you better just start blasting it. So the nice thing is that since you still have Delay the Inevitable, and since in the last round you went and just picked up resources, you actually set yourself up nicely to deal with having the Watcher on you. So the advice here is to use the automatic rounds to fight, and then try to kill it. If not, then you still have Delay the Inevitable, which is fast, and you'll be able to not get injured at the end at the start of the enemy phase.
Okay.
So then for your first action, you could fight, or
hold on. I'm gonna let you know that there is a risk to this. Okay. If you do that and you draw a skull and you fail, you're gonna be losing resources, because that's what the room does.
Oh shoot.
So
ouch. Well, now you have more choices.
yeah, because if the skull pops up and you fail, you're gonna be you'll be losing 2 resources.
Well, if she uses the Derringer, I mean the 45. Oh yeah, so that puts her at 5. That only puts her at 2 up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you could actually fail.
Yep, it's a risk, but again, that's Arkham.
Yep.
Should I try playing the guard dog?
Well, if you play the guard dog, then he will attack you.
Yeah, he will attack you.
So that's just a given. Because it's not a fight or an evade, right? So
the attack of the opportunity comes off before the item lands too, right? So.
Yep.
Yes, that is correct.
So you would take the damage and the horror, but you'd have the guard dog out. Yay.
Yep, and then that means like in any future damage, you could assign points of damage to the dog, and have it like bite back.
Yeah, it bites back, which is great.
Yeah, if you look on the dog card, it has its own health and sanity.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it can take up to 3 damage before it's discarded.
Yeah.
Or 1 sanity before it's discarded. Now, when you have
Well,
an
this
incoming,
deals both damage and sanity.
so whenever a monster attacks you like that, you get to decide where each point of incoming damage goes separately. So you can assign like the 1 point of damage to the dog, and the 1 point of like horror to yourself. You can do like all sorts of shenanigans with like incoming damage like that.
Okay.
So yeah, so normally what you would do with the dog is you'd get him out, and you would let monsters attack you, and you would deal 1 point at a time to the dog generally, to like eke the most like killing stuff back out of it. Because if you deal like 1 point of damage or 3 points of damage to it, that will trigger the 1 damage back from the dog, right?
Right.
So ideally, like I said, you have the dog out, and when something attacks you, even if it deals multiple points of damage, you would have it deal 1 to the dog and the rest to something else, like yourself or other assets you might have. That way you can use the dog up to 3 times before it dies.
Now keep in mind too, Troy has not gone yet, so we have to kind of wonder, well, what's Troy going to do? Are you going to help in any way, or are you just going to get
Probably not.
I'm probably not going to help because
Not
if
his
you
bag.
look at my stats are not fighting.
I know, but sometimes you can help with other cards too. But
Yeah.
you know,
I do have a card that can help with a whole turn. However, I am too far to be that effective.
okay. So then, in that case, we've already gotten input now from Troy, so he's not going to be able to be in position to help you. So you're pretty much on your own on this one. So yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with shooting guns, I say. Now the only question is, do you want to pad the stats by throwing away the guard dog to get +3 on your first attack? Or do you want to play your guard dog, eat the damage, and then now you have a guard dog out? Or do you want to just...
Attack and hope you don't draw a
Yeah.
skull.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
drawing a skull and failing is all kinds of bad for all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, because every time you draw a skull here, you're going to be losing 2 resources.
Yeah,
And
then,
if you don't have resources to lose, you're going to be taking horror because that's what this room does.
Okay.
yeah, and then you would trigger everyone's effects.
No,
here.
no, no, no. Only the room.
Right.
Only the room.
Only the room. Okay, is that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and only for the person that drew.
Okay, good.
Um,
Okay, good.
But now,
Oh,
keep in
I'm
mind,
engaged. Okay, good.
so like we said, all this bad stuff triggers off the skulls, right? There are 13 tokens in the bag. Only 2 of them are skulls. So, statistically,
Yeah, 2 in 13 chance. I like it. I like my odds.
yeah. In practice,
You saw how many skulls we pulled early on, though. It was actually a lot.
Look, you got a 50% chance to pull a skull.
I wouldn't say 50%.
bad.
That's not 50%.
No, yeah, 50% chance. You either do or you don't.
That's not 50%. She has
There's
she
Arkham
has-
Horror.
she has like a 1 in like 5.5.
6.5.
Yeah, 5.
6.5.
One
but-
in 6.5. Yeah, 1 in 6.5. I'm sorry. So then your chances are quite good that you're not going to pull the skull.
right up until you do, because it's Arkham.
Possible to play the guard dog and then attack? Like, I still don't really
So,
understand how.
so you could do that. There's not. Well, so you all right. So if you did that, you would have the advantage of if you did pull a skull. At least you would you already have the dog out, and you wouldn't run out of resources.
But
to,
you'll be taking horror damage, though.
But you'd be taking horror damage, and you don't
Mhm.
have a lot of sanity.
Yeah, I can only get 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now once you get the first aid out, you can heal yourself, assuming you don't have a monster in your face.
Okay.
So again, now the question lies: what do you want to do? Do you want to
All right.
fight
I'll just
cold
I'll just
turkey with a
fight it.
+2?
Yeah, I'll just fight it.
All right, I like that. I like that.
Yeah. That's
You're gonna have to
that's
just roll the
probably
dice. Yeah.
the
So
best
what
of.
do I do?
All right. So then, in your first action, you will remove one of the supplies because you're using the action on the card itself. So the action on the card says spend 1 ammo to fight, and you get +1 attack for this attack, or +1 combat for this attack.
Yeah.
All right. So now that makes it to where your combat is technically now at a 5 because you give +1.
I clicked it, but it's not doing
No,
anything.
you don't need to click this. You don't.
Don't need to click it.
Yeah, for
So-
temporary modifiers like that, you just leave the token.
Yeah,
as
you would
is.
just leave it there, and then so you just remember that you're 2 up on this, and so now you click this for the chaos token.
Hold on.
Click the. Click
No,
that.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to process everything.
Okay.
No
yeah,
worries. Oh, she failed. All right,
Yay.
yeah. Who drew that?
she did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So it's not a skull. So
All right, no
that's
retaliate.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
it doesn't retaliate.
All right, so you lose one of your actions.
Yeah, you spent your action to do that.
This is the auto fail. So you failed the check. Okay.
All right.
But it wasn't a skull, and the skull is what triggers the haunting thing, which is all the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're okay. You're
This was
okay.
just a plain fail, as opposed to like a really sucky fail.
Yep. So then press on this again to return the token back All right. So now it's your second action. So you've already used up one of your bullets. So you can do it again for your second action
If you wish.
if you wish. But
I
it
thought I
appears
lose taxes if I fail something because of the room.
So so the room has a haunting effect, right? A haunted. So that's what we were worried about triggering, right? Now the only way that the haunting triggers is either if you fail an investigate test in the room with the haunting, or if you draw a skull during a fight or evade test and fail.
yep, which we have established is a 1 in 6.5 chance of happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you had a higher chance of failure because you have 3 out of the bag that would have failed. 4 technically, I think. But only 2 of those are the skulls that trigger the haunting.
Yeah.
So like I said, it was a fail, but it wasn't a fail with with gravy on it.
Yeah. You only got like partial gravy.
Okay.
Yep.
You don't want full gravy.
Yeah. Full gravy. Oh no. So then so now is your second action. So you could try to do that again, which is totally good. Or you could just switch up strategies and be like, no, I'm just gonna like whip out my guard dog, I don't care. Or delay the inevitable, or whatever you want to do. And actually, you playing delay the inevitable now actually checks, because you're not going to be able to kill the Spectral Watcher this round.
You don't have enough damage.
But
Potential.
I could wait until my third turn to play it though, because
You
it's
could,
a
yes.
fast card.
So you could,
So
but
I don't
here's the
wanna
thing, right?
playing
So
that.
so if you did pull the skull out, you would have to lose 2 resources. In which
Okay.
case, you wouldn't be able to play this card anymore. You understand?
Okay.
But playing this now is okay, because you would not lose this card. It will happen because you cannot kill the Spectral Watcher because it's got 5 health. And the most damage you could do now to it is 3. So you cannot kill the Spectral Watcher at all at this point.
Okay.
So the best thing to do now is just play Delay the Inevitable, so that even if you drew a skull the next round, it doesn't matter.
I mean, you'll still take the horror, but
It's actually worse if you play Delay the Inevitable, because this triggers when you take damage.
it's not forced though. It's a reaction when you tell. When you
Oh,
tell horror.
okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
it's not a
So
force.
you could
Okay.
skip it on the haunting
Yeah,
and use it for the spectral.
yeah.
Yeah, so there's a keyword called forced. Most abilities are optional unless it has the forced keyword. That's what we were saying here. So like that little, the little sort of circly arrow thing means as a reaction. And it tells you like what you would react to. And so T was saying that he was thinking that it would automatically trigger on the next damage you took, but that's not the case because it's not a forced reaction.
Yeah, it's not like the last one where it says when the Mythos Phase ends, you must spend 2 resources to discard Delay the Inevitable. But during the enemy phase, you will get attacked, and you will be able to use Delay the Inevitable. That's what I was saying. But you could just like ignore that and just continue attacking. Saying, you know what, I'm all right, and I don't need to play that card. But I think
torpedoes, full speed ahead.
I think in my opinion, I would just do it.
Play
But
the card.
I would probably play the card, because then you will be able to not get hit twice, because or get hit by the Spectral Watcher, because at least Delay the Inevitable will
Protect from the one hit.
protect you, and you will still be able to get a clue because of your
Whenever you're attacked, you get a clue from the
right
location.
whenever you're special.
Plus, you could still punch it.
Yeah, and then now you can still
just punch
attack it.
You just punch it normally instead of your bullets, because it's not going to matter. You could just try to go throw hands at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the skull's gonna bone you either way.
I guess I'm just gonna play this card. Where do I put it?
Okay, so
Just
it's
put it out.
so it's an
in one
asset,
of
so
these
you can put
spaces,
it in
you
one
know.
of these empty spaces here.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, as long as you know what you've got going on.
Yep, and then so you played it. That's your second action.
Nope,
That's not an
you're
action.
fast.
Oh, it's a fast action. Sorry.
Yep.
But you do spend the 2 resources to play it. Okay, and then now you're still at your second action, so you still want to fight the Spectral Watcher. I'm sure.
Yeah, I
And-
guess so.
And so now the only question is, do you want to use your gun or do you just want to not use your gun? That's the only questions. To use or not to use? That is the question.
I mean, I have an extra ammunition card, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
which you can't play without
I
triggering
can't
it.
play. I can't play yet.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah. But yeah, you could always play it later on.
Mhm.
When you've got the resources, and preferably not a monster in your face.
Mhm.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, I would probably just use the ammunition, I think.
All right, so go ahead.
The way you say that, I hear the judgment in your voice.
No, there's no judgment. I said, no,
Yeah.
just go ahead.
Yeah.
There's no judgment. Yeah, go ahead. All right, and then so what you're doing there is you're as an action.
Yep.
You're following
Same
the
thing you do with
card.
the last attack.
Yep. So spend 1 ammo. You spend your
I did.
action.
Okay.
You spend 1 ammo, and you get +1 for the fight, and +1 damage. So go ahead and try not to miss. All right, you got it. So you hit it, and it takes an extra damage because of your bullets.
There you go.
All right, and then now it's your third action. So now you have no more ammo on your gun, so you're just gonna have to use your fists. And
Can you explain why it has 2?
Because if you look at the 45 automatic card that you use to attack, so you spent the fight. Not only did it give you +1 to the attack, but it did +1 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, normally if you just most attacks will deal just 1 damage.
1 damage.
But a lot of cards will modify that. Especially the attack cards like guns and things like that. So
Okay. So it gave me 5 combat.
Yes, it gave you 5 combat.
Yep.
Versus its
And
3.
where does that apply?
so it's just a temporary thing, right? So you would just add the 1 for this fight to your 4.
Yeah, but how do you subtract it from the card?
So if you look at the monster, he's got a 3, right? Which means that you are 2 up on its value.
Yeah, that's its
Which
fight
means that-
value.
Which means that you could take anything down to a -2 and still win.
Best way you want to look at this, you got 4 +1 because of the card, +1, which is a total of 6. You test it against the fight value of 3, and as long as you could tie that, you effectively do 1 damage.
Mhm.
You do an additional damage because your 45 automatic says you deal additional damage, which is why you dealt 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so every attack only does 1 damage?
Correct.
Unless you've got something that modifies it, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
which your 45 automatic does modify the damage.
And my Derringer does, but only if I succeed by 2 or
Mhm.
better, because
Okay.
it's a dinky gun.
Okay.
So
You
now
still have 1 more action.
Yep, so now your third action is probably going to attack it once more, but now you cannot use your gun because you have no more ammunition.
You would just be at
Um,
4, and you'd only deal 1 damage.
Mhm.
So I just would try to punch it?
Yep, that's a thing.
That's pretty much all you
Or-
can do at this point because
Couldn't
all
I-
your other...
Couldn't I discard a card for some resources?
Mm,
I mean-
Not resources, but for potentially bonus to your fight check, yes. But the only card you've got that you can do that with is your other Delay the Inevitable or your Guard Dog.
Yep.
So
Okay.
and that's the thing, right? This is going to come up, once you build your own deck, is when is the card in your hand better for the skill value than for its potential use down the line,
mhm.
if you should live so long.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
So
I
now
guess I'll
you...
punch it.
Yeah, so now you can try to explain to us what happens. So now you're trying to just fight it straight up. What is your value,
4,
right? And what is its value that you have to check against?
3.
Perfect. So then, what do you need to win?
A -1.
All right. So now you know what you need. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you pulled the skull. So as you can see from the scenario card, the skull is a -3, and it does nasty things if you fail a fight check or an evasion check, and also the investigator check. But so in this case, you would have to
So if you look at the location you're in,
activate the haunted on the location, and so in this case, you would lose 2 resources, and then if you can't, then you take 1 harm.
for each resource you can't lose.
Yeah. So then you can lose that last resource, and then you take a harm. That's correct.
That's it. That's
Good
it
job.
exactly. Yep.
Good job. All right, and then that's it. That's it for you. So now it's Troy's turn. Troy.
Okay.
So Rye, come over here and just kind of take a look at what Troy's doing.
So I'm in this location up here, which still has a lot of clues.
Mhm.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look at over here that the office search value, shroud value is 4, which means I gotta beat a 4. I gotta at least match a 4.
Yep. And as
Right now, my intellect is a 4, so I'm drawing even with it. But I know that's generally not good enough, because I know the worst that could happen is a -3. The auto fail is an auto fail, but I can't do anything beyond that. This card right here, the magnifying glass, gives me a +1 while investigating. So that puts me at a 5. I'm also going to use this card right here. I'm going to tap it, the fingerprint kit, which I'm going to spend a resource. This puts me at +6 because this gives me a +1 as well. So right now I'm a 6 to a 4. So I'm at +2, but I could still fail with most of the deck, with a still good bit of the deck. So I'm gonna actually play a card with my hand called Deduction. I'm just using the card's effect. Well, the effect. This is a skill card. The card has no effect on its own, except when I'm using it like a skill. So I'm gonna add the 1 intellect on it, 1 book on it, to move my total skill to 7. Plus, if I succeed because I played this card, I can discover an additional clue. So right now I'm at 7 to 4. So right now I'm a +3. So the only card that I can fail with is the big red auto fail.
Yep.
So I'm gonna click this.
All right.
So
Beautiful.
this is a -3 right here. So I'm at 7. This is a -3, puts me down to 4, which is enough to which is even for the clue.
Yep. Which is enough to succeed.
Yeah. So go ahead and how do you open this?
Just click on it. And
Okay.
then he not only discovers 1 clue, but he discovers 2 additional clues because of the card Deduction and the fingerprint kit that gives him another additional clue. So he gets 3 clues on this 1 investigate.
Okay. My next action, I'm just gonna go ahead and just do a standard investigation. And
He still gets this magnifying glass too.
yes, I still get this magnifying glass, and I'm going to use Curiosity as my discard to augment my skill check again,
Mhm.
which is a +2 to it because it's got. If you read the card, because I have 4 cards in my hand, it has a willpower and a
Yeah. It
book.
adds.
Or intelligence.
Yeah.
Intellect.
So once again, this is also another +2. So once again, I'm at +7 again. So this skill check is free, which is an auto fail.
Okay. So he failed it. So unfortunately, he does not discover a clue, but nothing bad
And-
happens.
No, that was an investigate test.
That's an investigate test. So
Oh,
He triggers a haunting in this area, which is he gets attacked by the nether mist.
I get,
Oh, no.
there's a couple things in there.
Oh, and he has to choose and discard a card from his
Yeah.
hand.
So I'm gonna be attacked by the nether mist, which I'll take, I have to take a damage and a horror, and I have to choose a card to discard from my hand, which I'm going to discard.
Shoot.
I'm going to discard my hyper awareness.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Oops.
That sucked.
Hey, such is life. Can't solve the world.
Such as Arkham.
Yeah.
Arkham.
And with that, I'm just going to spend my last action because I'm not going to search again. Because reasons. I'm going to give me another resource for now.
All right. And so that is everyone's turn. So as you can see from the round sequence here, we are now moving on from the investigator phase to the enemy phase. So now we are going to the enemy phase as denoted by the button. You have a creature on you, Spectral Watcher. He does attack you on this round. So now you could take 1 damage and 1 horror. But what happens, Rye?
Delay the inevitable.
Delay the inevitable! So when you are attacked, the reaction on here says when you're dealt damage or horror, you can
And/or
cancel
horror.
all damage or horror and/or horror. So there you go. So then you would just go ahead and use the reaction on this card, okay, to cancel the effect.
How do I do that?
So then
So you
this,
basically just say like, all right, I'm just using delay the inevitable.
normally it would go to your discard pile. Okay, and but you know, since we're playing a special game, this actually just goes away. And don't forget though, you're Gabriella Mizra. So when an enemy attacks and the attack was canceled, hey, you get to discover a clue. So there you go.
Okay.
Perfect. Grab
Hold
it.
on, I'm trying to grab it.
That's all right. That's all right. Perfect. Okay, great. And then put it on your clue counter. There we go. All right, and that's it. And then any other persons with enemies? No? Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Not yet.
So now, as you can see, Rye, we are now done with the enemy phase. So now we're on to the upkeep phase. All right, and then again, upkeep phase, you press the button. And that will, again, that will unexhaust all of your, that'll unexhaust anything that's tapped. It will draw a card, and then it will gain a resource for you, okay? So you would have drawn a card if we have a draw pile, and then you would gain a resource, which you did right there. No,
I did?
Yeah, it does it automatically for you. You had 0, but now you have 1.
Okay.
Okay? And that is the end of the upkeep phase. We would check our hand size. The maximum is 8, but our hand size is not at its max.
Dwindling.
And so now we are on to the Mythos phase. As you can see here from the Mythos phase, now we're back at the top. We would place 1 Doom on the agenda. All right. I placed the Doom on the agenda, and as you can see from the agenda card, again, after a Doom is placed on any card, each investigator must take 1 damage or 1 horror. So now we have to choose again, 1 damage or a horror on your character. I am going to choose a damage personally. And
Choosing a horror.
looks like
Horror.
Roy and Troy's choosing horror, and then you have to choose either a damage or a horror. Okay, so there you go, damage. All right, and that is the end of that, and then we would advance the agenda if the Doom threshold is satisfied, but there is no Doom threshold.
Normally, the Throom Dash Road would be where that dash is, in the bottom, like in the middle of the card up here.
Yeah.
See where the dash is? That's the threshold would be a number there.
Yeah,
Okay.
but there is no Doom threshold, so we just go on to the next sequence, which is now each investigator draws 1 card from the top of the encounter deck, starting with the lead investigator.
Okay.
Clockwise. So
I
now,
drew another Queen of Fools.
so
however,
now in his encounter phase, he has drawn the Fate of All Fools. So now he has to
However-
decide what to do.
However, I have a special card. My card says that whenever I draw this card, I can discard from my hand two icons of books to cancel the revelation effect.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which I'm going to do that.
Okay, there you go. So he's getting rid of connect the dots, just so that he doesn't activate the revelation on that effect.
Right, which would either damage you or damage everybody.
Yeah.
So that's a good one to cancel.
All right, so now it's my turn. So I draw my encounter card, which is the Realm of Torrent. So I
No,
put...
it's Realm of Torment,
Oh, Torment. I'm sorry.
which is not nearly as much fun as the Realm of Torrent.
Put Realm of Torment into play in my threat area. When my turn begins, resolve each haunted ability on your location. Oh. And then when my turn ends, I test my willpower, and then if I succeed, I discard a Realm of Torment. Oh, that's horrible.
Oh. Hope you enjoy the raid.
That sucks.
Oh, great.
All right. Nope.
That's awesome.
And Shapes in the Mist. So, all right. So, if you look at this card, it has an ability on there called Surge. Any card that has Surge basically means that after you resolve this one, you draw another one.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to resolve each haunted ability on my location, which means I have to either discard an asset or take 1 damage. I will take 1 damage because I want my stuff.
Yep.
Once I run out of ammo on my Derringer, I can dump that no problem. But
All right.
right.
So he's done that. So now he discards.
And the Shadowhound does not have a haunted ability either. So okay. So all right. So just the one ability that triggered. So that goes away, and I draw another one because it had Surge.
Yep.
And I get Trapped Spirits. So I test Agility 3. For each point I fail by, take 1 damage. If your location is haunted, as an additional cost for an investigator to commit 1 or more cards to the skill test. I have to resolve. So I can't play cards. I can't play cards from my hand for the extra symbols without triggering the location's haunted ability.
That's so dick. Wow.
So I'm at +1.
Oh, good. Well, that's actually not a bad card for you to draw, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not the worst. I could use my Well Connected to get another +1, which might be worth it. I don't know. Each point you fail by, take 1 damage.
Each point you fail by, though. So.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
All right.
So I'm at +2 on it.
+2. All right, there you go.
There we go.
He passed it with the -1. So there you go. And now it's your turn, Rye. Okay. Terror in the Night. So now you test your willpower, or your lore, I should say.
No, that's Willpower.
Oh, it is willpower. Okay.
Yeah, Lore's the book.
If you fail, put Terror in the Night into play next to the agenda deck. If you fail by 3 or more, Terror in the Night gains Surge. Oh no. Okay. All right. So go ahead. So test your willpower against this.
I have 3.
Yep. And then
So I'll lose.
yeah. So there's no help for you here. So
Well, technically, you could discard First Aid for +1.
Yeah,
I don't know that that's a good idea or not. I mean, but it's a thing you can do.
discard.
It would increase your chances marginally.
Oh, each investigator would take 3 horror. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What the hell is this shit?
It's almost like it expects us to die.
It's like they want us to die. Do you expect me to talk? No, I expect you to die.
Oh, by the way, I bought that game.
What, James Bond?
The new one on Steam, the Evil Genius 2.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I bought it too.
Nice.
It looks ridiculously fun.
Oh, I'm just gonna have to wait for a Steam sale. I'm too busy working at the moment. It's Easter holidays.
Period. But we digress. So, yep. So you either test straight or you discard your First Aid and get the little bonus to it.
And we're just telling you what your options are, so please choose one.
Okay, so for
Or ask questions if you got any.
Yeah.
For me to win this, I have to pull one of the tokens, and it has to be a +1.
Yes.
That
Correct.
is the current state of affairs. Yes.
Yep. Which there are not many of. So just
I think there's only 2.
there's
There's also the Elder Sign.
so
which
there's
is
three chips that will help you out of the bag of 13. So you have a 3 in 13 chance of succeeding if you go at
Okay.
it cold turkey like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of those.
All right.
All right, that's your play. Okay, so then
Yep.
she's going to. So now you're just even on this, which helps your odds by 1 more, right? So there's a 4 in 13 chance.
Temporary, or is that like permanent?
It's just for this test,
It's just for the
Okay.
test. Yep. Go ahead.
and that actually increases her odds by like 3 more out of 13.
Oh, there's 3 zeros. I mean,
There's
yeah.
3 zeros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, so then you're
You
50.
double your chance.
Unfortunately, no.
No.
Nope. That's -3.
Yep.
Now it gains surge.
Oh, yep.
Oh
Okay, so
shoot.
I put this on the agenda deck and then draw another one.
Yeah. So
That is
draw
correct.
another one. That's correct. Oh sh.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Am
And
I-
like, if there's a third Terror of the Night, everybody takes 3 horror,
Yes.
Which will kill you.
which would kill
Yeah.
you. Ah.
But that's what's gonna happen. I mean, that's just what happens.
Oh
It's-
no!
The scenario is designed to kill us all. So
All right. Well, we need
Not like
we
I
need you to get a
do.
+1 or better, or an
Okay.
elder sign, and that didn't happen.
No.
Damn. All right. Well, everybody takes
Nice knowing you guys.
everybody takes 3 horror.
Wait, there's 3 now?
Yeah,
There's 3?
there's 3.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
One started in play.
Yeah, one
Oh.
started in play. So everyone takes 3 horror. So
Alright.
so that does kill you.
So you are.
Actually, it drives you insane.
Well, you're defeated.
You're defeated with sanity. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what would happen.
Okay.
But now the agenda does flip, because when it says whenever a investigator is defeated, then we flip that. So, Roy?
All right. So let's see. In the missing person section of your campaign log, which is on page 2 here. Next to your character's profile, make a record of that character's fate as followed. Then flip this agenda back over.
Oh,
If you were defeated by the Spectral Watcher's attack, record character's name was taken by the Watcher.
nope.
If you were defeated by a monster enemy's attack, record character's name was claimed by Specters.
Nope.
Nope.
If there were 7 or more Doom in play when this agenda advanced, and you were defeated by horror or damage dealt by the Forced ability on Agenda 1A, record character's name disappeared in the mist.
Nope.
If you were defeated by any other effect, record character's name was pulled into the Spectral Round.
Yes.
Spectral Realm.
All right, there you go.
So what happened?
So
right here, Brian.
Your character was apparently pulled into the Spectral Realm.
Gabriela Mizra was pulled into the spectral
Yeah.
realm.
So we're all gonna die, right? That's just a given with the scenario. And depending on how we die, we record that in the little campaign log over here. And so like your character was pulled in the Spectral Realm. Maybe somebody else. I'm likely to be taken by the Watcher. that seems like that's what's gonna happen to me.
Yeah, it's getting there.
All right, so then we just keep going.
Yep.
All right, wonderful.
Hold up. Wait. Where are the clues? Did you put the clues on the?
I
oh, yeah,
put clues on the card already.
All
You
right.
could actually you could probably leave them on the characters strictly because of it actually tells you how much is there.
All right. Well, that's actually fortunate, right? Because now you can actually see the professionals play, and then now you can see, kind of learn how we are doing things. Okay.
Without having to worry about like what you're gonna do.
Yeah. All right. So then I need to get the hell out of here. But first, let's just go ahead. So I got the Realm of Torment here. So when my turn begins, I resolve each haunted ability on my location. So each of your cards with health takes 1 direct damage. All right. Luckily, there's nothing here with health except for me. So I just take 1 damage. All right.
And then the Wraith spawns at this location.
Yep. And the Wraith does spawn into the location, unfortunately, and jumps on top of me.
So anytime a monster spawns in a location or moves to a location with an investigator, it will jump on them.
Indeed. All right. Oh my gosh, it's got sanity damage. All right. So
So Penny White is probably going to be claimed by Specters.
Yep,
Should we place bets on who's gonna who's gonna die how?
all right, no. So then we're going to go act of desperation. As an additional cost to play Act of Desperation,
Discard an item.
discard an item asset that takes up at least one hand slot. Oh! Oh,
So
but
you
this
get rid of
is
the flashlight.
wait, this is not a skill test. This is an event.
That's an event, yes. That's an,
Oh, so I can't even do that.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you
it's a
can.
fight. But it's a fight. It's a fight.
It's an event which triggers a fight.
Yeah, it's a fight. You could do this.
Oh,
You
okay,
can fight.
great. Okay, great. Yeah. All right. So then, as an additional cost, I would get rid of my flashlight, and then choose to discard an item asset, which I did, which is the flashlight, and then I get plus X and deals +1 damage, where X is the chosen printed account, so it's 2. So I have 5 combat for this fight because it's +2 because of the item's asset cost.
Yep.
And so this thing has a 2.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna 3 up on it. Perfect. I do hit it, and it does get +1 damage. So I again take the right down.
And since you succeeded, and that asset was that you threw was in your play area, you get 2 resources.
2 resources. Nice.
And both these cards are removed from the game.
Yes, and that was the first action. All right. So now for my second action,
GTFO.
I will. Well, I'm gonna play the stray cat first. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
All right. So for my second action, and then for my third action, I will GTFO. All right.
Wrong card.
Oops. All right. So I went to the master bedroom for my last action. Place one of your clues on master bedroom.
When the
If
haunted
when
triggers.
there's a haunted. Oh, okay, great. Oh, that's terrible.
So you need to make sure you get rid of the realm of torrent.
All right. So now, when your turn ends, I test my willpower. If you succeed, discard realm of torment. Okay. So now, all right. So now I will use my last 2 resources here to use my dig deep. So I get +2 plus to my willpower, which is already at 4. So I'm 6 on it. So now I just don't need to pull the
Autofail.
big red, and I did not, so I get rid of that. Beautiful.
Yay.
All right, and that's my 3 actions.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go.
All right, Troy's going.
We're just gonna do a blind. We're gonna do a naked test. I'm at 6.
We love going naked.
Yeah, I'm at 6. I pass.
Beautiful. All right. Okay. Nice.
There are no more clues. Oh wait, hold on. That's not yet.
One more.
I have for free action.
I wouldn't
For
call
free
that.
action?
I wouldn't call it free, but free action. But
This is free, sir. During my turn, discover a clue.
well, I mean, you got to pay 2 resources to get the clue. But yeah,
Oh yes, it is free, but go.
it's free, but not free.
Hey, I don't have to spin the thing. This jumps back to my hand.
Okay.
Um.
You still have 2 actions.
Yes, I still have 2 actions. One over here.
All right. So last 2 actions, he went south and then he went east. You catch all that, Ryan?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Hey,
So,
hey! It's like, hey, Betty, I got a really good card next turn. We'll be safe forever.
So I'm pretty boned, right? I'm over here in the corner with a Shadowhound on me. I'm hemmed in by the Spectral Watcher. Yeah. So I think this might be Valentino's last hurrah,
Uh-oh.
because I just assumed that I'm not going to survive very long, as such things are.
Get as
going.
many clues as you can.
That is the plan. All right. So first of all, I'm just going to evade the guy, right? So I'm at 3 on it. So there we go. He's
Got it.
evaded.
All right, I love it.
All right. So yeah, I'm going to shoot the wad, just getting all the clues I can. All right.
All right, go
So
ahead.
my intellect is 3, The location is 3.
Oh wait. I'm sorry. I just realized something. I want to do this first. I apologize. This is a stupid move. I'll do this instead. I'm moving here. And I'm putting a barricade down here. Because the haunted effect sucks for this scenario.
Oh, that location?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So I'll just do this. I'll put a barricade right here, and I'll stay here forever.
Well, right up until the Spectral Watcher.
He
comes your way.
can't.
He can. He's elite.
He doesn't say elite. Oh, he is elite. Oh well,
Yeah.
whatever. Whatever.
What are you doing?
He went back to the halls and he put down the barricade in the
You're
halls.
not gonna help me get clues?
Well, the problem with that is that
This place sucks.
the location steals clues if you.
Yeah,
use
but
the
why
haunted
put
triggers.
down your barricade when you could just get
Yeah,
the
you're
clues?
kind of hemming yourself in. You can't leave that location.
You can't
now
leave the
without dropping
location
barricade.
without losing the barricade.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like, yeah, you lose a clue, but you have way more than enough ways of getting clues back.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Great. So. Yeah. All right. So yeah, like I was saying. So I evaded the thing. My skill is 3.
In fact, put the barricade where we are. Shoot, and get the
I
last.
can't because it costs
Got
an
action.
action.
Well, I mean, the next turn.
Yeah. All right. So I'm 3 versus 3. So I'm at 0 on it.
I don't know if
So-
this thing was elite. That's all.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and play Cunning, which gives me +2 symbols,
Because you have
which
5
puts
and
me
more
2 up on the
resources.
test. And what the hell?
Opportunist. So if he succeeds by 3 or more, he returns this to his hand. Ah, great.
Right. I probably won't, but you know.
Hey, well, you know,
Well, if I draw a 0 or better, then I'll keep the Opportunist.
true that. Hey, I like
So-
that.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. -3, but I don't fail.
Yeah, you don't fail, but you don't get the card back.
But I do get a clue.
You do get a clue, though.
All right. And then we will do that again.
Doing it again.
Ooh.
Hey,
So that's a +1, and I gain 2 resources.
nice. Wow.
All right. So if you look at the card, my investigator card here, you can see at the bottom of all his stuff, so that's the Elder Sign. Everybody has a special effect when they pull the Elder Sign. My particular one is +1, and I gain 2 resources. Yours was you could have healed damage and horror if you'd ever pulled one. So you know, not great, but you know, it doesn't happen often. But you know, it's always nice when it does.
Hey, does Pennywhite's thing go off when I've passed that realm of torment?
Oh yeah, you get a clue.
I
that was a
totally do.
No, it was during a revelation effect. That wasn't a revelation effect.
Sure
Oh.
was, huh?
No,
that was a forced.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was end of
That was
your
forced.
turn, or end of your turn.
that sucks. Okay, go on then.
So yeah, that's all 3 of mine.
All right. So now everyone has gone. So we are now onto the enemy phase. So now the monster goes towards Roy because he's the closest one, and he will attack him because he's the hunter. So he will lose a damage and a horror. Okay, and there are no other enemies that will come by. And this guy actually moves down. The Nether Mist does move down because you know he's just creepy like that. And then that's it. Now we are on to the upkeep phase. So again, we just hit the nifty buttons here that untaps
The-
everything.
The Shadowhound untaps, and oh look, there's an investigator there. He jumps back on me.
Yep.
Like he do.
And then we would draw a card. We would gain a resource, and then all the things would untap first though. And so the Shadowhound does get back onto Roy because he stayed at the same location.
Oh crap! Oh, that goes away. Sorry.
Okay, and then now we are on to the Mythos phase. So Mythos phase, again, we add a Doom to the Doom counter on the very first bit. And then we would advance, except there's no Doom threshold. And now we do the encounter phase. So Troy goes and pulls his encounter card, and he gets the Realm of Torment. Oh, man, that sucks. It's just like you said. I get a Wraith. I get another wraith. And
I got trapped spirits.
Okay.
Oh, good. So I test agility, which is 3. So I'm at +1 on it. Hey!
Hey,
I succeed.
you succeeded. All right, and that is the end of the Mythos phase. So now we are on to the Investigator phase. So now we take our turns like normal. Yay! I guess Troy's going first. He loses the. He activates the Realm of Torment because that activates at the start of his turn, and he activates anything with a haunted ability at his location, which is this one here, Master Bedroom.
Hey! Have we been taking damage from pressing the upkeep button?
Oh yeah, we have. We didn't do it on the last round though. So
Okay, I think I was because I saw 3.
We did.
I have not been taking damage because you don't draw.
What?
Oh yeah, but I had cards in my draw pile or discard pile accidentally. So.
Oh, I have not.
Yeah. So you took a damage from the Doom thing, right, going up, right?
Yeah, I've been taking that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just took mine. I forgot to do it because
I'm looking at the chat log and I've got 3 take 1 horrors in there. So I undid 3 horrors in my.
Oh, it hasn't been doing it for me.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
like I said, I accidentally put cards in my discard pile when I did my thing. So.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no worries. All right. So then again, Troy's going. The Realm of Torment does activate because at the beginning of turn he activates anything with haunted ability. He's in the Master Bedroom.
No, haunted only affects the one person, or is it every person?
Let's see. According to the rulebook,
resolve each haunted ability on your location.
Each time an investigator fails a skill test while investigating a location.
Oh, it says that.
That investigator must
No,
resolve.
it's when your turn begins. So it's your.
Yeah, no, but
it only triggers for you.
It's just you.
It's just me. That's all I was wondering.
Okay. And
okay.
So now it is. Now Troy went. So go ahead, Troy.
5 to 3. Okay. This. There's nothing I can really do about it.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you do have 5, so that's actually really good to get your clues back.
Yep. 1. That's 1.
Yay.
2. That's not. So I lose it.
You lose it back. All right. There you go.
No. I didn't pick it up to begin with. Well, let's go one more time because I don't think the barricade matters.
Well, it's gonna keep the Nether Mist away from you, and it will keep monsters from spawning on top of you. I think.
No, it's just enemies cannot move.
Yeah, it'll spawn. It'll definitely spawn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It spawns. Oh, it
Never
spawns.
mind. Oh, that must be the upgraded version.
Yeah. Oh well. So
Yeah.
I'll just do one more standard one.
Yeah, to see if you actually lose it. Okay.
Hey,
so wait. You would have lost one.
No. I passed one. I failed one.
Yeah,
and I passed one.
But you failed it with the skull, so the haunted ability activated.
No. The skull only triggers on fights or evades.
No, and investigates.
Nope. Investigates are just their own fail, but the skull only triggers. So the skull triggers here from the scenario card, but the rules themselves only trigger on
investigates.
You know,
the skull doesn't affect investigates.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this.
But he failed on an investigate.
Yes.
Yes.
So I lost.
He lost one.
So first thing is that I passed one, so I get a clue.
Oh, okay.
Then I failed to investigate, so I lose a clue.
Okay, so overall you get one back. Okay. I guess. All right. Okay, cool. All right then. Roy, you want to go? I want to see how. I want to see you get yourself out of this mess.
I mean, I probably could.
Money talks.
It does.
You're well connected.
No. I was actually talking about money talks.
Hey, look, why don't you hide the cards, Roy?
Oh yeah. Options. All right, let's see. So, in theory, I can get this clue here, and then The trophy room, like failing, like haunted effects aren't too bad for me in the trophy room.
Oh wait, I apologize. I have to do something. I got past this test. I fail it.
So you failed it when your turn begins. Okay, so it just stays on you.
Yep.
Great.
All right, let's see. So, which means he did nothing on his turn.
Yes, I mean that's why I wanted to get out. Oh my god, I just realized that this is going to be even worse.
Well.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Well, if I move her to the trophy room, then
No, he's going to come to me. He's going to come to me.
Oh, with the most clues. Oh yeah, that's gonna be you. Yeah. All right. Okay, so, let's see.
Well, it's just another miss. It's not doing anything.
Oh, the problem is I'm
Look. Why don't we just walk by it and then go towards this? Okay, the trophy room. How about
yeah,
that?
sure. I can't do that
Why not?
because I'm out of actions.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to evade the Shadowhound. I'm at +3. Boom. Good.
Nice. That's like an easy one for you. Cakewalk for you, buddy.
Yep. And what is he? 3.
Look, just take him down to like 1 more health or something.
I could kill him.
Oh, kill him then. Kill him.
Yeah,
Stuff
sure, why
out
not?
of his- Yeah, do it.
Money talks.
Money talks.
So my my combat value is a 5.
Sweet.
So I'm at use the Derringer. So
7.
I'm at 7.
Nice. All right. Good play.
So that's +4. No, wait, hold on.
That's 2
that's what?
damage.
No, I'm at 7. I'm at +4. That's -3. I'm at +1. I succeeded by.
Oh,
So yes.
You only did 1 damage, but that's
I
okay.
don't
You got 1 more.
So he's at 3 damage now.
Yeah, 3 damage. But you got 1 more shot, so
All right. So we'll do that again.
do it again.
We'll,
But this
tap
time well connected. So +8.
and you
No,
know-
+9.
And you know what? I'll spend 2 resources, and the test difficulty is reduced by 1.
Oh, hey. All right. All right, you did it, and you killed him this time.
That's 2 damage. So that will kill him.
Yeah. So then he just.
So he heals, and he's up here, and he's tapped, and he just won't ready during the upkeep
Yeah, he
phase.
just won't ready on the next phase.
And that was all 3 of my actions. And I now have no cards in hand. Ha ha.
Haha. All right.
Oh, ha ha.
Hee hee.
Yeah, that was yeah, that was all the stuff. All right, great.
Okay. So then I'm going to discard my stray cat to evade the wraith. So that's my that's the fast action, isn't it? Yes, it
Yes. Reaction.
All right. And so I'm going to use my flashlight to search. There we go. That's -2 shrouds, so it's at 1, and I'm at 1. Oh, and I have nothing to help me with this thing. Shoot. Well, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to do that. Give me back that thing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. All right, and then you know what? I'm just going to equip a knife for my second action. And then for my third action, I shall...
What was your first action?
Oh, no, that was my first action, sorry. Because I discarded the stray cat. And then for my... So my first action was to do the knife after avoiding it with the stray cat. And then I am going to 1, 2 walk over here to the easier thing to get more clues. Alright, and that's my last 2 actions. Alright, and that's everyone?
Yes.
Alright, we are on to the enemy phase. So this thing doesn't do anything. Nobody does anything. Alright. Upkeep phase, everything untaps.
Except for the Spectral Watcher, because his special thing is that he doesn't ready during the upkeep phase this round. So
Yeah, except for the Watcher.
But the Shadowhounds does so.
Yes.
Right, love it.
Okay, and now we are on to the Mythos Phase. We add a Doom. Everyone takes damage or horror. Ooh, let's go ahead and do that. And now we take stock of the Doom Threshold, no Doom Threshold, and now Encounter Phase. Obscuring Fog. Well, that sucks.
Oh, you ran from me, so
I'm trying to get more clues. Crypt Chill. This is a 4 willpower. I will use my resource here to get +1. And I failed it. What's that? By 2. I discard an asset I control. Great. Alright, let's just discard to dig deep. Okay. Maybe I should just discard. No. Alright. Failed that, unfortunately. Roy, what'd you get?
Let's see. I've got Whispers in the Dark.
Yay!
Each location gains haunted. Take 1 horror. Hey. That goes away at the end of the round.
Wait, everyone?
Well,
every location has it.
Yeah.
Oh,
every
oh,
location goes haunted.
okay.
Take 1 horror. So.
Okay. Alright, now we're on to the Investigator Phase.
I die.
So Troy dies.
Oh, you took 1 horror from the.
Nope. I can't be hit. I get attacked by that guy.
Oh, you get attacked by another
I
miss.
mean, I wanted to say something, but it didn't matter.
What was your last words?
Not in the face.
Not in the face.
What? Alright. Alright, so then what happens? So wait, so then we flip this again. So if you're defeated by a Spectral Watcher, no. If you're defeated by a monster, that's it.
Yes. So he was claimed by specters.
You were claimed by specters.
Who had money on claimed by specters?
I did not.
That was my money on you.
Ah! Go ahead, Troy. You can type it in.
Damn, not even pulled into the spectral realm.
All right.
I spelled specters wrong. It's T-R-E-S. I think.
Yeah, Specters.
Let's find out what it means to me. Huh? Oh, not
ERS.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so now
Not even cool enough for the special realm. He's
Alright,
just
so
chilling with
I will
specters.
do the flashlight. Alright, that means my location now is Shroud of 0. Alright, and I pass. Gain 1 clues. Okay, and then that was my first action. What's my next action?
Yeah, might as well get the last clue.
Okay, so then I will get. I got nothing to help me with this. Alright, well, what is it? What happens if I fail?
You lose 2 resources, which you can't spend, so you lose 2 horror,
Alright.
which would kill you.
Which would kill me.
So
I like
you
this
get-
plan.
You get 2 actions. You can get a resource and then try it, and then if you fail, you'd have 1 horror left, which
You know
would
what?
then kill you.
No. I'll help you, Roy.
Help me how?
I will go and take the Spectral Hound from you.
I don't need that.
You don't need that?
No, I'm just gonna evade it. I was gonna evade it, get the last clue, and then head to the trophy room.
This room?
Yeah. Where else am I gonna go?
I don't want to die.
I'm getting away from the Spectral Watcher.
You don't want to die.
that dude.
You're dying anyway.
No, look, master bedroom. Alright, yeah, you're right. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Alright, so then what is it? I'm at -1 on it.
Yeah, might as well throw any cards you got at it.
I got no cards. It's all attack cards, believe it
Yeah,
or not. That's why I was like, let me go attack your Shadowhound.
Should have killed the thing that killed T.
Look, I'll go over here, right? And
Over
do you
where?
have a chance at getting the clue at all? I have no chance.
I mean, yes. I have a chance.
Your chance is better than my chance because you're at 3 intellect, and I'm at 1. So I'll go over here and take the wounds for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says that he wants to die from the the Spectral Watcher.
All right, and then
Well,
I will
the hounds are gonna get him first.
I'm gonna engage the hound, and that's it.
The Hound won't hit. The Hound won't kill him.
Oh, there you go.
The hound's not gonna kill me. All right, and that's it. Go ahead, Roy.
Okay, well, let's see.
Get the last clues. It's all on you now.
Get the last clue from here. So hell, we'll get a resource,
Yep, there you go.
For your first action, get a
and
resource.
then we will investigate.
Second action
So
to
we'll tap
investigate.
We'll
Well
tap well
connected.
connected for +2, so I'm at 5. So I'm at +3.
Yep, perfect. Nice. You get the last clue.
Got the last clue,
All right.
and then
Your last action is to the GTFO.
oh god,
There's a
there's-
dead body in here.
there's Gabriella guts all over the place. Well, this place is only getting 1 star in Yelp.
All right, go ahead. Troy's dead. All right, so
I'm dead.
that's the end of the investigator phase, enemy phase. So nothing happens here. He moves over. The wraith
Dun,
also
dun.
moves over.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, and then now we are up to the upkeep phase. Now Spectral Watcher does untap, but he stays there.
Oh, I'm dead anyway. Dead during the Mythos phase.
Why is that?
Because when we get Doom on the card, there'll be 5, so we're gonna take 2 damage or horror.
Oh, yeah, so then I'm dead too. All right, well, Mythos phase.
All right, dead.
Well, dead.
All right.
We both died to the doom.
However, there wasn't 7 or more Doom.
We were just pulled into the spectral realm. Okay.
Cool, nice of you guys to join me. Jerome's lame. He's just standing at the door, like, trying to get in with the specters. But
He
come on,
ran
man.
from me.
I'm on the list. Like, I know I should be it. Like, come on. I've got, like, my posse here. Come on. We're on the list. And we're
I mean,
just.
Penny
you know,
ran from me. She straight up goes like, "Screw this guy, I'm getting."
Wait, I thought we fixed the spelling of specters because now it's back to ERS and not
It is ERS. It's what's on the card.
Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Excuse
We're not all posh like that. This is Massachusetts. It's not London.
Disappeared into the mist. So we didn't disappear into the mist?
No,
We
there's
were
not 5.
Oh, it's because it's only on 5.
pulled in the spectral realm.
Let's see here. 2 damage or 2 horror. Oh yeah, either way I'm dead.
All right. Yep. All right. Well, that was awesome. All right. So now we read the end of the scenario. No resolution was reached because each investigator was defeated.
How did he know? How did he know?
Mr. Sanford, thank you so much for coming. I know you are a busy man. Your presence at tonight's meeting is very much appreciated. Joseph shakes Carl Sanford's hand firmly as he speaks. Sanford merely nods. I know you've only just arrived, but I have some private matters to discuss with you, if that is all right. Joseph continues, his narrow eyes shifting back and forth between the men flanking Mr. Sanford. Very well. The elderly man nods to his 2 enforcers, who step aside to give him privacy. He cradles his hands behind his back, his stature impressive for his age. His discerning eyes fall on Joseph. What is the matter? Joseph leans close. It's here, sir. It's here in this very house. There is a quiet pause between the two men, and then Carl Sanford smiles. No experience is earned for this prologue. In your campaign log, record that X pieces of evidence were left behind. X is the total number of clues on Act 1A, The Disappearance.
19. Holy crap.
Hey, we did great. 19. Wow.
Sweet.
We would have had 20, except... Yeah. I should have just tried for that clue then. Damn.
I told you.
Oh well. I didn't know. Let's see what I would have got. Oh, I would have got it! I would have got it! Oh, that's so funny. Oh well. Alright, so let's see, campaign notes. Alright. Record 19 pieces of evidence
We're left behind.
were left behind. Okay. Oh, there's that.
And then all the cards go away, and then we build our normal decks. And next week we will play with our regular investigators.
Yep.
Sweet.
Alright, so then, alright, what do you think? Ryan, your first go at Arkham Horror, the living card game? Did you feel like you learned a bit more at the end there, or are you still a little bit lost? You feel a little bit better about it?
I think I learned a bit more. I'm still trying to figure out how some people could play 2 cards in one turn, but I mean in one action, but
Well, the nice thing about this being on Twitch is that I'm recording it, so you can actually watch this again on VG Purist on YouTube, and
Watch
on
our
YouTube.
stream all over again.
Yeah, and you can watch this this go through once again, and kind of just figure out what everyone was saying and doing, and then just kind of learn from it, you know. So
Yeah,
there you go.
Onyx said you did well.
Onyx says yeah.
thank you, Onyx. I don't think I'm ever playing with this character again. I mean, she's dead, but
Yeah,
But yeah,
Yes, that's the whole point.
the whole
she's,
point.
She's not necessarily dead. She was pulled into the spectral realm.
Yeah.
We don't know that she's dead.
Yep.
I'm willing to bet that I'm willing to bet that later on they will show up again,
she's just partying in the void. No big deal.
like you do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Partying
Look,
in the void.
like I said, like even though we sucked it up and died, I mean, it's only us that, you know, knows about it and the dozen people that are watching. But hey,
Plus, we were supposed to die.
yeah, we're supposed to die.
We were supposed to die.
And on
Okay.
that bombshell, thank you guys for joining us. We will be playing again Thursday nights, 6:30 Central Time. See you guys next time. Thanks for joining us. Onyx, pleasure. All the rest of you guys, you can check this out on YouTube after the fact. If you can't check us out on Thursday night on 6:30, please subscribe, follow along, and I'll see you guys next time.